Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I was just updating the replay client that we got on here because I noticed there were some bugs. Yeah, I installed Aliobs. So that's basically, in case you're wondering, by the way, why my replays might look different from yours. It's because I use that stuff. Okay, we got a few replays coming in. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So this is fine. Okay, so yeah, send in your replays now. I got one in from Funky just at the start of the stream, and we've got one in from Dharma as well. So we might take a look at those. What we're gonna dive into first was from where's the email? I'm blind. It's actually from Tiralstrom. So we're going to dive into Tiralstrom. Welcome back, heroes, into your replay. First here on the stream where you're playing Uther. So we're going to take a look at this one and we'll see what we have to say about this, basically. So yeah, you are in luck. Tiralstrom. Is it Tiralstorm? No, it's Tiralstrom. Strum. Alright, so it's replay. It's sort of gold 1, platinum 4 kind of level. So top of gold, bottom of platinum. That's fine. Struggling to go higher. I kind of been sitting at that sort of level, bottom of platinum, top of gold, for 2 seasons in a row. Okay, cool. Been able to notice a few mistakes in the replay, holding off on heals, misclicking some of them, being a bit too far back. Love to have some insight. Looking on plays. Okay, I can see them. I can't seem to fix them, kind of deal. All right, very interested to see this. So, couple of things to cover then. Well, number one, I suppose the big question is it'll be interesting to see if there are some things that I'll point out that I actually think are missed opportunities or potentially mistakes, and you're like, oh, whoa, I didn't even realize that, or potentially be like, oh yeah, this was a big mistake, I didn't go in here, and I'll actually turn around and say, no, actually, you did a good job there. So I'll try to break that sort of stuff down, and then just look at, like you're kind of talking about here, some of the bigger picture stuff, fixing things in the long term. So just giving you, that would be my goal in this replay. I'll be giving you like long-term guidance. You're doing this well, you're doing this, could be improved, just in the broad scope of things. So that's the rough sort of goal right there. Also, apologies if there is some noise. I'm minding my puppy, and he might be noisy, so. Whoa. Everyone leaves the game. Oh, they're back. Crisis averted. Okay, so you're playing Uther in this game. Cool. We'll open up the talents. This is actually interesting. I saw this on Regulus's stream earlier, right? All this sort of stuff here. So, yeah. Yeah, I do need to catch up on the LIVESTREAMS YouTube channel, by the way. Okay, so right at the start. One thing I'd actually recommend, so at Uther, you do have the Holy Shock quest, and that's okay. I think it's actually okay on this map. It gives you some ability to solo the temples a little bit better. Generally speaking, Wave of Light into Holy Fire is considered the best one at the moment. The extra second on the duration of devotion is insanely strong. The mana back and the cooldown reduction is also very good as well. I'd say it's particularly relevant in this game. I actually would say just straight up, you want to be building into Wave of Light. Why would you want to be building into Wave of Light? Well, if you look at the enemy team's composition here, right? I broke the camera. They've got a lot of AoE damage. They've got a lot of sustained damage. So you want to be able to deal with that as much as possible. So like the Gul'dan, it's a lot of consistent AoE damage. AoE sort of burst damage with the dunks from him. And then Rag is also kind of like consistent AoE damage. So you kind of do want to, if possible, really, be getting as much AoE healing and applying as much armor for as long as possible, as much as possible. And Wave of Light will help you to do that. It will also synergize very well, right, with Guardian of Ancient Kings, with the stuns from Anubarak, and the stuns, not the stuns, but the roots and the silences from Malth as well. You can get pretty good GOAK value, especially with Wave of Light, the extra devotion, the triple armor. It's pretty damn sweet. So that's something I'd be looking for. Okay, well, let's hit play. So that's something I kind of point out right at the start, just in terms of talents. The ideal build, I would say, would be going into, in fact, just to cover the entire ideal build, would be like Wave of Light, Holy Fire, Guardian of Ancient Kings. In this case, I'd say Divine Shield with Genji would probably be the best thing. You could go with any of these, they're all good. Same over here, Benediction, typically the best. Tears Deliverance is okay if you're not comfortable using it. Really want to be playing with Benediction in this game though. Tears Deliverance wouldn't get much value then, probably Redemption. So that's the sort of stuff I'd be pointing out. Okay. Right here, this is fine by the... I mean, like, Nazeebo's not here, so you don't really want to pick a big fight, so that's good. Johanna noticing this is good. Turn the volume down here for me. Okay, so far so good. I mean, just going into this as well, like a huge part of Uther, you're saying, I'd be interested to see how the holding off on the heals thing works out. With Uther, you know, actually holding back on your heals can often be a valuable and viable tactic. I like to see you not using camera lock too, that's good. But holding off on heals because a good portion of the value that you bring, that was nice, from Uther comes from, of course, the armor that you provide. So, you know, timing your heals correctly, especially with Guardian of Ancient Kings at 7, timing them around CC can be very important because you do have long cooldowns. You want to get maximum value out of not only healing people, but also providing armor, particularly the 75 Guardian of Ancient Kings armor through CC. That's why Uther is so OP right now, right? He's the best support in the game. Why? Because Malf is like the second best support, and Uther's got an amazing matchup into Malf, because Malf roots and silences, and Uther gets 75 armor off both of those. So far so good, by the way. Really no complaints about the game so far. You've been doing a good job. You're sticking with your team, rotating pretty well. You've even got a couple of ganks. It's been going fantastic. So I'm very happy with that. Okay, yeah. So this is just fine, and yeah, I mean, for people, I mean, swapping temples, trading temples is pretty standard stuff, really. Nothing too exceptional going on there. Healing up Johanna, just helping secure that middle temple. Things are all good. Nazeebo's pushing bottom. Asmodan's pushing bottom too. Teammates taking a bit of damage. This is an interesting situation. Okay, that's a nice little heal. Interesting situation where Jaina's got almost no mana, and neither do you, so you don't really want to do anything here. Yeah, so right here I'd be saying you don't actually want to go in. This is bad. You've actually baited your team into a pretty bad situation. Luckily they both survive. But going into that top thing, again, remember what I said, trading temples is pretty acceptable. You got the solo laners clashing bottom, you guys took mid, they took top. Going in and trying to make them stop top is quite greedy. He's only just picked Frostbolt now, by the way. Trying to stop them in the top lane is pretty greedy. It's not going to work out too well. Jaina was almost out of mana. You were very low on mana. You didn't have the resources there to actually capitalize and get a kill. So that was a bit too greedy. So that's something you want to watch out for. Not over investing. You've got Holy Shock and you're not using it. Thinking. Okay. So that's an interesting thing there. I mean, some Holy Shock opportunities. Jaina is on full health, so you don't need to heal her. Holy Shock obviously heals yourself, which is fantastic, and does damage. Shorter cooldown, so you'd want to be using that there for sures. It also will continue stacking your level 1 quest, so we'll see. I mean, once you finish the first part of level 1 quest, you can start using Holy Shock, as long as you don't need the cooldown a bit more aggressively. Oh, Holy Shock the minion, or didn't actually Holy Shock them. We've got Guardian of Ancient Kings. Okay. So, it's not the best build, but it's a pretty decent build. It's not too much of an issue at all. Very interesting, yeah. People are saying the Rag build is wonky, and certainly it is. This is quite strange. You would think he'd get the spell armor against the Jaina, be pretty good. So it's not as good against Zebo. Okay, at this point in the game, again, I like the rotations. It would be, it's nice to come up here, help the Jaina clear that out. Then you can rotate, you can take your own bruiser camp, get that pushing in. It's all good. This is just fine. One thing I might say is you might even prioritize, like sacrifice some wave clear and such to actually try to get that quest at level 1 finished, to actually get progress on the quest. You could start doing that a little bit more. But it's not a major thing. Oh, does it not actually work against... Does it only work against heroes? So you didn't get anything from Johanna there. Mitigates... Just damn... Oh, reduce damage from heroic sources. Okay, cool. It's heroic sources. I haven't played with this talent in a while. Interesting. Okay, so you're going to be against heroes. Alright. yeah, definitely like a hard engage down bottom is pretty favorable for you guys. You're gonna get value out of the bruisers, so you know, a fight down here is pretty good. They're also probably taking damage from all the stuff over there. Okay. Poor old Jaina would have liked to heal. Poor old Jaina is dead. Okay, that's a good W through the team. Okay, Ragnaros is going to start wrecking fools. That's a good heal there as well. Okay, you know, it's a bit unfortunate that you missed the heal there on him, but it's not the end of the world. Genji probably was going to die, or Nazeebo, sorry, was probably going to die anyway, so that's okay. That fight obviously didn't go too well for you guys. I mean, one thing I would say is that, like, in that fight, you did pretty decently, actually. You're certainly reluctant to actually use your basic attacks, which does obviously become more important with Holy Fire because it stacks up the damage. And, like, going in and getting that Asmodan in particular, who was pretty overextended, could have been a pretty valuable thing to do. I like the call for 10, just like, guys, be cautious, be cool. Just chill out, everything's gonna be fine. Get level 10, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, the W is a pretty difficult skill shot, so I'm not really too critical about that because, I mean, teammates dodge stuff. You know, it does happen. You're not usually going to have 100% hit rate at all with this in Hero League where people don't have communication, so it's all good. So far, it's been a pretty decent game, honestly. The map rotations are good. Okay. We got for Divine Shield. I like it. That fear hurts a lot. That's not the end of the world. This is good. Nice stun on him. Cool. That's a good W as well. Nice. Alright, good. Stun him. Nice stun. Very nice. Okay. That went pretty well. That went pretty well. Going in for the W. Ah, that's good. Yeah, you can't get all of them, right? You can see right there you're going for the 3-man W on your teammates, but Genji's not cooperating. That's just fine. You did a nice job in that particular fight. You can see as well, so the issue with the Holy Shock build, right? In this case, there's so much AoE damage that your teammates are constantly needing healing. So you're never actually able to use your Q to Holy Shock and to heal yourself. Every single time, heal a minion. You're using your Q to like heal your teammates. So you're never getting any Holy Shock value. It's, for the most part in this game so far, been a wasted talent. Speaking of waste, that is a waste. That's a good heal. Mr. Booga Booga, run! Okay, he's fine. Mr. Bugaga. Bugaga? That's hard to say. I'm getting confused as to how many syllables are in that name. Okay. This is nice. Definitely the bottom temple is the better one to take because it is the boss lane, right? So this is just fine. Oh! Good. Anti-synergy there. Okay, that was a good thing this time around. Okay, Divine Shield on the Genji, that's okay. Jaina, nicely done. Okay, that was actually pretty good. That's pretty good. And that turns into a nicely won fight for you guys. Alright, I like what I saw there. That was decent, right? That was decent. I like that a lot. So, I mean, you got the heals off kind of on cooldown onto the targets that needed them. Divine Shield with the Dragon Blade. I mean, potentially looking at that, I mean, potentially it could have been timed a little bit differently. Like, you could have timed it a bit later, but in the end, it's okay. It's not a huge problem. Funky, Burning Rage, Johanna. That is the meta pick for Johanna. It would be considered the best one, actually. Yeah, but so far it's interesting. They've been such crazy bursty team fights. I mean, certainly I would say that the really only big thing I'm spotting so far in the game is would have been a lot nicer. Oh, this is the time where you chase with your team. Okay, that's probably the biggest misplay so far. Doesn't end up mattering in this case, but you could see why I'm saying that's a pretty big issue, right? Is that you're trying to secure the temple. It's much better to secure kills. Securing kills is much better than securing an objective, usually. Why? Usually because, well, it's very easy to secure objectives once you secure the kills, right? I mean, if you go and you kill the entire enemy team, the temple and the boss and stuff are basically for free anyway. So don't need to worry about it. Okay, good. Genji's going in. Dragon Blade is available, so it's always worth considering that he might be going for it. But yeah, like in that situation right there, I mean, I suppose you're feeling that your teammates had the kill secured. I'd be kind of making sure of that just in case, you know, just in case. I'd make sure to secure the kills because a sure kill will guarantee that you get the objective as well. Going for the objective and maybe the kill isn't fully sure can lead to a bad situation. This is nice too. Good body blocks. Nice stun. Down he goes. Lovely, lovely. Oh, if only you had that W mana back in healing talent. Okay. Nice healing here as well. It's all good. Ragnaros. How lovely. Genji's definitely your priority here. Okay, he's cocooned. Ooh, you got caught in silence. That is unfortunate for you. Nice one, Janet. Would have been worth Divine Shielding there. That seems like a little bit of panic. So your team is going to win the fight regardless. Okay, so that's definitely a pity. To be fair, again, that was a very chaotic fight. But definitely not good to die without Divine Shield being cast. It looked like you were trying to get to the Genji and he was just out of range. But yeah, like that was a sort of an interesting situation where looking at that fight... Oh, rip Genji. Lasers for days! Hey, he might actually live. Oh, he's just gonna get Johanna. Oh my god. Oh my god. The great escape. No, Genji! No! Why did you mount up? Just run and use your E when it comes off cooldown. It only probably had like 2 seconds. Oh no, he's dead as well. No. But yeah, in that situation down there, I mean, that's just a general healer tip. Like, as you were pushing in onto that keep, right, it's kind of worth looking at your team and going, huh, well, Jaina's got no mana. Jaina is not a particularly useful hero without any mana. So in that situation, you want to go, well, Genji does have mana, and he's got Dragon Blade. I want to prioritize healing Genji, and I'm actually, like, as Uther, because you got long cooldowns, you're kind of like, you know what, I might just let Jaina die here, because she's not going to do anything that useful in the team fight. Whereas Genji could potentially wreck their faces. So it's all good. Rip. Nazeebo. He really, like... What has Nazeebo actually done this game? He's just kind of there. Wow, all the spiders without the actual spider thing that doubles the value of spiders. That's got to feel bad. GG. Well, I mean, certainly Nazeebo is yet to do anything, apparently, this game, apart from soaking. But hopefully he starts being useful. Okay, I mean, it's an awkward spot because Zeebo died all the time dead. How many times has he died? Mr. Booga Booga. He has died 3 times. Yeah. Pretty gold. Pretty gold. Yeah, right here, this Jaina is way overextended. This is a bad situation. This is a very bad situation. Okay, Divine Shield there is actually unnecessary. Honestly, at that point, you guys should probably have just run away and let the Jaina die. It was honestly her fault. They're pinging you, it's not your fault at all. That is 100% your teammates massively screwing up. Basically, it was a 4v5, Jaina went way out in lane, just got cocooned, and boom. I mean, it wasn't even like an amazing gank, like a Nubarak burrowed over the wall and was like, haha, I'm here! Throw cocoon, max range! Oh no, you got caught out. It was 100% like, they're obviously here, I'm gonna walk up into a Nubarak's face and he's gonna cocoon me. So that's kind of dumb. They are 5. Yeah, you called it out well in the chat. So, I mean, again, this is looking fairly rough. The team have been throwing pretty badly. Okay, you found addiction to heal yourself. Okay, this is a mistake, I would say. I mean, you're much better off using your Q as Holy Shock. It will actually heal you for a lot more. So yeah, okay. So you've healed up, that's fine. Great, okay. You're down 1 keep. So you guys are pretty far behind. Luckily, oh, there's a cocoon. That should be okay, actually. The boss is up soon. There's a very real possibility they're going to obviously hit 20 and then get boss and win the game. And Nazeebo needs to join up with you. It looks like he's going to throw the game. You guys need to, like, stop them getting the boss if possible. It's going to be very hard. I mean, you're fighting level 20 against 18. I mean, you've probably lost the game at this point. You've got like a maybe a 20-25% chance to win a team fight. They've got a really good team fighting comp, so it's probably lower. You got maybe a 10-20% chance to win the team fight here, which you need to do and stop them taking the boss. It's pretty difficult. You're just kind of hoping at this point that they make a massive mistake. But boss is like game over for you guys, so that's the thing to watch out for. Okay, they're making a mistake. They're going for temples instead. This is something that you can exploit and abuse. Alright. I think you kind of unfortunately do need to fight at this point. If they just take the temples, then that's great. They're just going to stall out the game. Okay. Very interesting. Gold strats. Not going to go for the win condition, the open boss. Seems good, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they nerf Cocoon's cooldown to like 80 seconds in the next patch, just straight up. Or reduce the duration a little bit. Okay. This is just begging for the enemy team to take boss, by the way. You guys are showing that you're on the top temple. Boss is totally open. But they're, like, yeah. It's interesting. Like, okay, they're going for boss now, and you can even see them going for boss. Alright, this is a little bit late. No reaction from your teammates. That's unfortunate. It's just kind of funny, like, bosses, they win the game, so... Oh, there's a cocoon. Yeah, just bust that cocoon. Genji might even be able to wreck them all. Oh, Divine Shield Genji as soon as you're out. Oh, okay. Bad luck. Bad luck there. That's bad luck. It was a good Horrify. Yeah, you've lost the game. It doesn't even matter at this point. Honestly, you tried your best, right? Johanna and Azebo weren't there. I think you did everything you could to try to support the Genji. Genji had to go in. Did Nazebo finish his stacks? Nope. 116. 116. 117. Yeah. So, unfortunately, look, honestly, you did a really good job in this game. You lost because Nazebo just lots of big mistakes from your teammates, right? Lots of big mistakes from your teammates. But I mean, like, just like to be brutally honest, the Nazebo was terrible. He was like off split soaking ineffectively. He's split pushing all game and doesn't even finish the level 20 quest. He doesn't get the talent at level 16 that makes his Q twice as good. It's just like, it's so ineffective. If you're gonna play like that, just pick a different hero, right? If you're not gonna pick the good talent with this build at 16, if you're not gonna finish level 20 and you're gonna split push all game on a hero that's a late game scaling hero, just pick Dehaka or something and split push effectively, you know? Don't play Nazebo, unfortunately for you. Relatively difficult game is Uther with 3 backliners, Jaina Fed, it's bad map awareness. I think, honestly, you actually did really well in this game. The main thing I would say is the talent build, right? Honestly, I feel like you used Holy Shock maybe twice in the game. Like, it was just a complete waste of a talent, right? A complete waste of a talent. Absolutely Wave of Light into Holy Fire. Not only fits better with the compositions, but fit much better with the playstyle that you're actually doing, right? Like, you got no value out of Holy Shock at all. You would have got so much more out of Wave of Light into Holy Fire. Apart from that, honestly, like, the rest of your build is really good. You tried your best. The positioning and stuff wasn't too bad. Like, honestly, I didn't honestly see too many mistakes here. Like, the big mistakes are coming from your team. I think, given everything in this game, like, you were playing pretty well within that for the most part. Missing the Qs was pretty bad. There was a few missed Qs, which is bad. You missed a couple of Ws. That's not so bad. It's kind of hard to hit, and people are moving around, so it's understandable. And you've just an inherently difficult job keeping your team alive with 3 squishies. You tried to to Divine Shield the Dragon Blade. That was good. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I'd say, for the most part, it's hard to say from this game. You honestly played this game pretty well. Your teammates, though, were exceptionally bad, basically, on a number of levels. Yeah, it just took the enemy team quite a while to figure out that they could actually take the boss and win the game, which is kind of funny. Alright. So, yeah. Feels bad, man. It's like my Darkest Dungeon luck, where my 10% chance to miss Sniper misses 4 shots in a row. That's basically what that was. Okay, so we got 3 games in here. We're going for an Illidan game from Dharma and Cursed Hollow. Cool, cool, cool. Review game of Nessa. Make him good so we don't have to suffer again. Oh boy. Yeah. We had a rough time in Team League. Today. I mean, it's just one of those awkward spots, right, where... It's that 1 win, 1 loss. Oh, it feels bad. It's one of those awkward spots where you've got such big skill differences in Team League that it can be so hard to shot call and stuff. So hard to shot call. But oh well. Hey DehZah, welcome to the stream. Hecaton. This game isn't dead yet? Oh, super dead game. No one plays it. What are you talking about? Obviously the worst MOBA. Nothing good about it. Right. No advantages. Okay. So, Illidan game. Cursed Hollow. Alright. You can do some pretty cool things with Illidan on this map. No tanks on the enemy team. Hype for you. Hype for you. Master X Master is better. So I've heard. So I've heard. Master X Masters, where things are supposed to be. So I mean, this is like a pretty good game here for you with Illidan. You should be able to wreck face pretty well. This is gonna be a weird one. I already feel this is gonna be a weird one. The bad news is that they've got a lot of damage, so the Merc camps and stuff that you can take aren't going to be as effective. Okay, and things have already gone bad with this. You really want Stitches to build for maximum damage because you need it, and he's not doing that, so that's kind of awkward. What, Kriparian just bashes the game? Really? Okay.
2, 1.
Like, I think you guys have an advantage, but, I mean, Battered Assault. Okay, that's fine. This is worrying me. You guys don't have a ton of damage, and Li Ming and Illidan are both very difficult to kill. You're gonna take the camp at 2. Yeah, that's cool. Good to let your teammates know. Okay. Sylvanas is pushing up top. Yeah, definitely slow reactions to go get that. You want to stop her as quick as you can. Stitches with... Okay, nice. That was actually really good. You triggered the W damage, which is great. Okay, cool. That went okay. You can see that your lanes are going to be a bit of a problem. Your lanes will definitely be a bit of a problem. Illidan can be good in a solo lane, but it looks like there's not going to be any solo lanes. Okay. Yeah, that is one problem with the game, is that it does take a long time to get enough level 5 heroes to play ranked. Which just kind of sucks, alright. I suppose you'd have really horrible placement games if not. You want to make sure to use your W. Okay. Like, you really need to use the W. This is one thing with the Illidan. You want to keep this up as much as possible. I mean, it's a 5-second buff of more attack damage. And it's a short cooldown. So there's no harm in getting that up and using it on the minions, right? It gives you more lifesteal. It gives you more wave clear. It's pretty much only good for you. You can see you're having a difficult time sustaining here. Okay, you're going to this camp. Okay. Rip. That's bad news. That's very bad news that she died. Rest in pieces, Li Ming. And no one is there to cover top lane. Man, that's unfortunate. Sylvanas is going to do so much damage. Okay, right, so one little thing here in terms of doing this is it's really best to kind of just W through them and then to focus one down. This works too. It's a bit more risky. It actually works okay with Battered Assault. It's kind of better to W through them. So like to hit the wall, it just makes the animation shorter and it hits both of them. That's just a small little tip. It's not too important, but it just kind of min-maxes that effectiveness that you can get. Yeah, this is Silver Replay. It's a really long game, actually. Going for full W build. You know, I'm down with that. I think it's cool. I say go for it. Whoops, missed the W. You definitely don't want to miss the W. It's extremely important that you hit that. Yeah. Right there as well. you had the opportunity to queue onto the minion and get out. That's something, is always like getting into the mind of an Illidan, right? You always want to be looking for. You can use enemy team's walls as well, just stuff that you can queue onto to escape. And even when you engage, it's always worth thinking, okay, do I have a wall behind me? Do I have a structure? You can jump really far over structures. For example, when you queue onto a fort, it flips you all the way over, so you get really good range on that. So you can kind of always be looking to exploit that and make the most out of that as much as you can. Oh! She just missed Li Ming and she dies. You want to queue onto her? Okay, good. Hopefully Morales will come and heal you. Oh! 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 Both kill each other at the same time! Thank you, Morales, for the heals. Slash sarcasm. Okay, that was unfortunate. I think you did a decent job there. You know, I think you did a decent job. It's a pity Morales didn't come back and save you. You're actually not moving. This is one thing you could improve as well. It's like move and talk at the same time. Nice one, your team wins. Good. You want to move and talk at the same time. You know, you don't want to be like sitting AFK, talk, and then move after talking. You know, get the talking done while you're actually transitioning, you know? Are there HOTS tourneys? Yeah. There's the HGC, which is on... I think it starts back... maybe next week. But yeah, you'll see, if you just follow the main Heroes of the Storm channel on Twitch, the HGC is on Friday, Saturday, Sundays, most weeks. It's maybe on a week or two break. I'm not sure. Is it back tomorrow? It starts tomorrow. Okay, there you go. It starts back tomorrow. Fantastic. I'd highly recommend watching the EU teams, because the EU teams are the best in the world right now. They actually beat the Koreans, which is pretty huge for esports. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, we went for a Thirsting Blade. Yeah. Okay, great. So we got a good Illidan build. It's actually very nice. We'll see if things keep going well. That was a nice little hit there, by the way, to trigger all those. Nicely done. I love it. Oh, boy. Mechanics a little bit clunky there for sure. The main thing with you in terms of the Illidan so far is just, you know, just the mechanical play, which can be improved. That there's a lot of room for improvement on that. The strategy and stuff seems pretty reasonable for Silver. You seem to have like a pretty good idea of what's going on. It's just like the physical inputs and stuff. Like there's times in the team fights where you're standing still or you're walking past people without hitting them. Okay, that's unfortunate for you. It's not the end of the world though. Your team did get the tribute, so it's okay. They prioritized like split pushing with the Nubrak instead of helping. So I don't think you had actually a terrible idea going in there. It was just your team wasn't there to back you up, but that wasn't actually too terrible. The main thing is really just the mechanical stuff, you know, just getting comfortable with higher speed of inputs and moving around as Illidan. Like especially as Illidan really works well when you're super aggressive with your basic attacks. So sort of things like that, you know, and just getting more natural as well at getting the sweeping strike. Like I feel like one of the things that I'm kind of noticing or feeling in these team fights, right, is that you're kind of, you know, you're fighting and then you kind of stop fighting and stop hitting someone. You're trying to get that perfect angle to trigger the battered assault at level 1. Which is, it's okay, but that's really a habit that you need to get a little bit more comfortable. You need to get that a little bit smoother so that you're able to be super aggressive and then only sacrifice, you know, like a millisecond to reposition for that battered assault. That's kind of what you want to be kind of leading up to that. Okay, cool, coming in here. Unfortunately, your team is fighting without level 10, so this could be pretty awkward. Okay, she goes down. Okay, good focus on Sylvanas. For example, like right there, you missed out some opportunity. Okay, good kill. Want to press your E button. Nicely done. Okay, cool. Right there. So yeah, a few things in that sort of situation. Oh, Li Ming! No! And she wasted her teleport. No. Stitches, you can do it. Hook him. Hook him. He's not going to dodge. He's Silver. Not like this. Okay, so a couple of things in that situation. Okay, Hunt is bad. Hunt is bad. It's literally just mechanical things are the big thing here. So stutter stepping, I'd say you should, you know, watch a guide on stutter stepping. Oh, Medivac! See ya! Aw. Okay, so with this Illidan build, you want to get Battered Assault, Unbound, Thirsting Blade. You really need Metamorphosis, especially against this high damage team. You really want meta. The Hunt, no. Then you want to get Elusive Strikes, you want to get Blades of Azzinoth, and then Demonic Form. That's like this is the timeless Illidan build from Timeless X, who's like the best Illidan player in Hero League and EU. That's what you want to go for. You're going to be very vulnerable here with the Hunt, especially against all these assassins. You already have got loads of crowd control with Stitches and Nubrak. You don't really need the Hunt. It's kind of a risk. The Hunt is, honestly, it's really good heroic, especially on maps with Global and stuff like that. Okay, nice Q into him. But yeah, you can see there's no stutter stepping. You're just standing and hitting people, which is not as good. Now you're going to die. You could probably hunt away to something and maybe dodge it. Does it chase you forever? It probably chases you forever. But yeah, the Hunt is... If the global's going to be good, if you want to like single target, like single someone out and burst them down. You don't really need to single anyone out or burst them down in this game. You're going to win the fights long term regardless. They don't have a healer. So you just want to survive, really. Oh, medevacing to their other boss? Question mark. Okay. I see the idea. It's just there's no one else went with him. I see what she's doing. It's kind of interesting. Did I break the camera? Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, and also, like, the teams are going for the bosses during the curse, which is not so good. Yeah, I'm actually not sure how the Illidan into Thrall matchup goes. It would obviously be better if you kind of focus a bit more confidently on him. Running away as Illidan is always going to be a loss because you're not triggering your trait, which is your healing and your basic attack cooldown. I'm pretty sure you probably beat him. I don't know.
That seems generous.
You're afraid of Sylvanas split push? Yeah, okay, that's understandable. You've got the Illidan split push too, which is really good as well. I mean, your team has more than enough lockdown to, in theory, gank someone effectively. I don't think you need the Hunt. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's a pretty big risk. Let me put it that way. And then there was a mechanical thing. That was another thing I said you could do more effectively in the team fights, right? Was to like when obviously because you picked the Hunt, it didn't matter. But there's that big team fight down bottom when you had level 10. You hadn't actually picked your heroic. If you're going for Metamorphosis, you would want to be able to, you know, open it up and go, you know, control 1, pick meta, and then pop meta in the team fight. You didn't actually pick your heroic until after you were dead. In fact, either heroic that you're going to pick, you want to be picking up in advance, really. Okay, kind of hunt onto him. That's not a good idea. Yeah, you're going to go down. That is unfortunate. That's what happens when you don't have meta, basically, as Illidan. But casting the Hunt there is definitely a mistake because it has a big cast time. It would have been better just walking onto him. Wailing Arrow on the Cocoon. Intriguing. They're gonna get so wrecked here. Holy shit. This is just like Li Ming Heaven. Alright, cool. I'd also... Nimble Defender's not too bad, and I can see why you got it. You've got this to try to survive against Pyro, so that's okay. Sixth Sense maybe would be somewhat appealing as well. Elusive Strike is kind of the ideal thing you want to go for. It gets super value. Like, ideally you'd have meta to dodge Pyro or whatever the kill potential, and then you've got Elusive Strikes against the Thrall. Against all of them. Like, it would get so much value. That's a good hunt. Hello, Winston. Sixth Sense is good as well. Sixth Sense is not too bad. Elusive Strikes is the best one with the W build if they've got multiple heroes that are going to get value from the dodges, but it's okay. I think the Stitches is good. Stitches seems pretty good. Of course, one of the things, right, is that he's a hero that becomes kind of easier to play. Okay, random Cocoon. Intriguing. Pyro in the face. Oh no! Oh, they didn't even get the kill on the Zarya. No! Oh. Oh. You're getting... The Pyroblast is your bane in this game, man. It's your bane. I probably... Yeah, you know, I would have... I definitely would have picked meta. But seeing as you picked the Hunt and you got wrecked by Pyro so much, I probably would have grabbed Sixth Sense just to try to survive against those Pyroblasts, you know what I mean? I mean, like, it's really making your game difficult. He just clicks Pyroblast on you every time, and it's like, what do? Kind of like, I hope Morales is nearby to give me a safeguard, and that I can trigger my Nimble Defender off somebody, because this is pretty rough. Okay, you're coming down. That's cool. Okay, we've gone for a Mark for Death. You really want Blades of Azzanath. If you're gonna go Battered Assault, you basically need to take Blades of Azzanath. It's like, Mark for Death is what you pick up if you've gone for Immolation, but Battered Assault, it's already making your basic attack such way harder, then you make them hit even harder again. Like, you need this, right? And you need to get used to playing with it. One thing I would say is Illidan's gonna be a tough hero to play, right? Just in general at this level, so something to watch out for. Okay, they're doing that up there. That's cool. Again, you really want to use your W too. You just want to maintain that buff. It's a lot more damage. A lot more damage. Don't sweep enough this game. Okay. Looking at your stats. Okay, well, you never want to look at your stats. Like, you guys will notice that from the games that I play. It's like, I open up... At the start of the game, I'll open up the scoreboard, right? And then I instantly switch it to talents, and then, like, I might look at stats, like, once or twice in the game. At most. I never, ever, like, look at stats. It's a kind of a waste of time, for the most part. You can check your stats after the game's over. You should kind of know how well you're playing regardless. Always check if I've top damage. Yeah, you've died 7 times. Yeah, you're dying a lot here. I mean, that's a lot of that's coming down to just no metamorphosis, really. Killian, get in. There you go. Oh, oh! That! Oh no, the sundering! Oh! Oh, the sundering though. Oh my god, I thought you guys had that. I thought you guys had that. Oh man. You would have, if the Stitches had got in on time, if the Stitches had got into that medevac on time, you would have made it. You would have made it. I didn't actually even notice the Illidan play on that point, I'm sorry. But this is so good, man. That is amazing. That is so funny. If the Stitches got in, if he hadn't been walking around for 1 second there, if he hadn't been doing that, you guys would have had it, you know? You guys would have been there on time. Probably would have been okay. Also, that would have been such a good situation for a metamorphosis, you know? We should watch that fight again? Okay, let's watch the fight again. I'm kind of agreeing with that. I want to see how that went down again. Okay. That was unbelievable. Unfortunately, I don't think we can make the speed slower, which would be so good to watch that in slow-mo. And let's see how the Illidan did in that fight, right? Which is the... I think it was fine to medevac in on the point, yeah. I mean, you have Gorge, right? It's just a pity. I mean, you've been so much better off with Metamorphosis this game, you know? There is a slower option, yeah. I don't know if it actually works, though. See, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, so you guys are going in here. Alright, let's zoom this out. Oh man, just being that second too slow. So where is the Illidan? You're over here. Okay. You really want to kill this Zarya. Okay, so you're kind of all over the place, right? Awkward because you don't have meta, of course. To be fair, you died so fast there, it's fine. You died so fast there, I'm not like too worried about what was going on. I think you guys did just lose like a 4v5 though. Kelthus value right there. Kelthus value right there. It was a very good sundering. It was an excellent sundering, yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about stutter stepping more at the end, Niku, but that's definitely something to watch out for as well, for sure. In team fights, you lose yourself. It's quite a problem. Well, I mean, one thing I would say is like, you've picked Illidan, who's one of the hardest heroes to play in the game. You know, especially in silver, there's no like shame in picking an easier hero. In fact, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to use, once you hit, this is another Illidan tip. When you don't have Marked for Death, Q is a DPS loss, because the animation takes time. Once you got Marked for Death, Q is a single target DPS gain, so you want to be using Q on cooldown to stun the thing. But yeah, I mean, like, you're probably better off not playing difficult heroes and learning the mechanics on easier heroes. I see the idea of this Gorge. The only problem is that the keep isn't turned on. Now, he's still going to die because he's stuck in there with you. But he's going to try to kill Morales on his way. He might even get her. He did. That is hilarious. Okay, again, like Q for damage, W for damage. Okay, there you go. There you go. But yeah, I would probably advise playing an easier hero. It's like, that's one of the main things, right? Is you're playing a very difficult hero that's very fast mechanically. And, I mean, I don't think the mechanical skills are at the level to make it worthwhile quite yet. That's a good hunt, though. Okay, you switched over to KT. I like it. Unfortunately, you screwed up your W there into the bushes. Stitch's hook, though, gonna make it worthwhile. Nice. Okay, good. Enemy team throws. It's good. Alright, cool. Yeah, like de-pushing bottom lane, then just taking the next tribute is a really nice idea. You can W over the wall. Yeah, nice one. I like it. Thrall did not go blink. No, what did Thrall take? He took Nexus Blades. Probably his worst. Level 20 now by a good chunk. Nice hunt. I like it. Okay, cool. Nice kill. Worth checking boss timers. This one's not up for a while. This one's not up for a little while. They're gonna respawn by then. Alright, that's fair enough. Okay, you don't need to go here. Because you got the hunt especially. And you've got global hunt. This would have been you would have been so much better served pushing in bottom lane. Being safe and then being able to hunt in from anywhere on the map to join your team. Like, you have a super good global right now. So, you don't need to save it, right? I mean, you don't need to go with your team. You want to be splitting away from your team as much as possible. Level 20 hunt is actually really good, I think. It's actually really good. Okay, so you're going to go in on Thrall. This seems like a good fight. I like that you're ready. You're coming in here. I'd hunt in on him. Okay, going on Kel'Thuz. And you're dead. And Thrall lives. Like, that was a big mistake from you. You wanted to kill the single target. That's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. For the most part, I would say, like, for the most part, your decision-making stuff is actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty good. She needs to activate that. Nope. Rip. Like, your decision-making process is actually pretty decent, and your map movement stuff is not bad and stuff like that. There's a few things you need to improve on, you know. The talents builds could have been a little bit better. So that's something you could improve upon. And then, like, it's just little things. Sort of game knowledge things. That's, you know, game knowledge things like Mark for Death, but you're not using it for that single target damage on bosses and stuff, right? Or you've got nowhere to hide, but then you're not actually using, like, pushing bottom lane and then hunting in. Just little things like that, where you're not actually taking advantage of the full purpose of the talents, right? So that's one thing I would point out. Boss is certainly something of a danger. They do have 2 dead heroes, though, so I think you'd be relatively okay. And again, this is a situation where you want to, like, de-push a lane, and you can hunt in.
Gather tribute or face my curse.
Okay, you want to hunt in. Okay, good. Unfortunately, your teammates were slow. And you definitely, like, the lack of mechanics gets you stuck in that, and you're dead. Yeah. Right. That was a little bit unfortunate that your team were slow to rotate. You had the right idea. It was good that you were going to hunt in. You weren't going directly there. You're going to push out. So there's a few decent things, but team were very slow to roam up. And that should have been a really good fight for you because they were taking the boss with not enough people. You could have punished them pretty hard. So Ganubrak's gonna die. Yeah, what is it? Like, died 10 times, is it? Yeah, 10 deaths. Yeah, right. 10 deaths.
I believe that key was yours.
It's very unfortunate Nubrak got himself killed right there. Oh, and he might even get himself killed right here. No, he's gonna be okay. Good. You could probably kill the Thrall. Okay, there we go. It's not too bad. Only Stitches would actually attack him as well. Stitches, why? Stitches, stop clearing the waves and kill the Thrall! Stitches, please! And you need to use your abilities. Okay. Depushing top is probably the best thing to do, and then hunt in again. Use the global, man. Use the global. Yeah, there's Zarya's playing pretty well. Yeah, she's playing pretty well. Yeah, your teammates want to go invade that, and okay, where the Sylvanas? You could probably kill her. I mean, kill that Sylvanas. Hunter. If you kill them, you get a curse, and you can just push them in the game. This is no, you just lost the game. Team's decision-making process just lost the game, probably. That's a good hunt this time. Nice one. Okay. This is a pretty bad situation now, though. Saved from the Pyroblast by Stitch's Gorge. That's handy. That's definitely convenient. Okay. Okay. Now you're still cursed. You're in a very, very precarious spot right there. Luckily the enemy team overextended and got killed. But you guys stayed so long to defend against that boss that they got the curse. If they hadn't died, they would be 5 people with the curse. You guys probably would have lost the game. They could have taken out both keeps easily. And you would have been so far behind at that point. It would have been extremely difficult. Stitch's MVP. Yep. I'm sure it was fully intended, right? He knew that he was going to Pyroblast you. He's winning this whole game. That's a good hunt. Alright, cool. Stitches. Yeah, you want to keep chasing her. Okay, you don't want to hit her with the shield on. I mean, you got that fight, man. You had that one. You're running away. What you want to do is not hit her when she's got the shield on, and then you want to commit to hitting her hard when she's not. You'll beat Zarya easy. Well, I mean, it's somewhat difficult because the talent build isn't ideal, but you still beat her, for sure. And your allies are really nearby. You could have got that kill, for sure. Press H to stop hitting her? No, you just, like, use your mouse. H seems pretty awkward to hit consistently. I don't know. I don't use it anyway. Alright. When my boss is up. Your boss is up relatively soon. It'd be really nice to try to group up and try to get a pick with like a Stitches hook and then hunt the target he hooks. There you go. Hunt KT. Hunt KT. Oh! Okay, he's gorged. Still fine. This is risky. Oh my god. Dodge the Sunder. Hype. There you go. That worked well. Nice. Okay. Wow. This game is like the Game of Throws. This is unbelievable. Oh no, kill the Thrall. Okay, there we go. Thrall goes down. You could probably hunt and kill Sylvanas as well. You can solo her. You could just hunt down and kill her. Like, easily. So how is Thrall still alive? Well, the reason the Thrall is still alive is if you look at the comps, Like, the red team's got very low damage, right? You got Stitches with no damage. You've got Anubarak, Morales. Okay, good. You could have killed her earlier, but this is okay. Now you guys want to take boss. Okay. I need to do it pretty quick. And then boss plus curse, try end the game top is kind of your only hope. Yeah, you're doing the right thing here. Depushing this is good. It's a pity Morales didn't go to take the boss. That's what you guys really need to do. You want to like kill all these things, then join your team for taking the boss. But yeah, like they've got no damage, and they got Li Ming with an orb build, with also orb thing missing. So I mean, they're very low on damage. You need the Illidan to actually commit to getting the kills. So that's important. Sorry, follow his camera. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Your team is fighting down here, and you've got the hunt. You really want to be going in on this. Like, there's a big fight. Oh my God, this is Zarya! No! Okay. Okay. Oh no, you missed. The camera. There you go. Alright, they're cursed. This is good. I mean... Stitches, man! Stitches is... No, don't go for the fort! You want to win the game! Win the game! I don't think it is GG. They're just like killing forts, right? Because forts are important at this point in the game? Question mark? I'm being sarcastic. You need to get keeps, okay? This is so important, right? You need to get keeps. Later in the game, forts are worthless. You want to get keeps. Keeps are what's important. In fact, the keeps aren't even that important. It's all about the core. That's what you want to get. Okay, hunting in. Oh, this is such a disaster. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is just throw after throw after throw after throw. Oh, Li Ming with the deeps, though. Oh, you're just standing there. What? You just stopped moving there. That was weird. What was up with that? Alright, so you guys had that one, basically. Well, technically the enemy team had it won, then they threw. Then you guys had it won, and you threw. But I mean, right there, I mean, you have a curse. There's a couple of them dead. You just go in and this. Illidan was typing GG. I don't know. You just go in and you destroy the keep, and then you go on the core. You got Illidan. Damn, just standing there. Enemy team not committing to core, though. They are eventually. Valla is dying to catapults. She hasn't realized you can dodge that ability yet. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. The core can't shoot you if it's shooting Valla, so you know. Anubarak, you can do it! Cocoon her! Cocoon the Valla! Oh. That ending. Okay, that ending. There's so much stuff in this one. Oh my God, there's so much stuff in this one. Okay. Okay. So number one for you. I honestly feel like... Okay, so I want to break it up into two sections. You've got so your game sense and your game knowledge and your just overall strategy. And then we've got like just mechanical ability. So for your game sense, first of all, your game sense is actually pretty good. I would say compared to the level of the game, your game sense is pretty good, right? It does have some flaws, but it's pretty good. Like, your rotations are pretty good. You were using the hunt in all the right places, maybe a little bit slowly, certainly on the wrong targets a lot of the time, but you still had the right idea with kind of when to go in and engage and what to do. So that was actually pretty, you're pretty good on that point, you know? In terms of just your strategy and your game sense and knowledge, the areas where you need to improve upon. So number one, I would say like the talent build. It started off real good and then it went a bit all over the place. And then, especially, like I said, I mean, you got Marked for Death, you've got Nowhere to Hide, and you're not actually using those to their max potential. You know, you're not using this for the single target damage output. You're not using Nowhere to Hide for the global pressure. So like that stuff is definitely an issue, right? It's just you just simply don't know enough about Illidan and how he's played and what the global actually means to make use of it. It seems like you're not split pushing and punishing people. Also, like you're getting some good one-on-one fights. You know, like for example, when we're in the middle and you had the hunt available and you just killed the rest of their team, nearly all of them in mid, and Sylvanas is on her own down bottom. Like, you can kill her. You just, like, hunt down and she's dead, right? You can kill her so easily, but you didn't take that fight. Or when, like, you're fighting the Zarya and you didn't take that fight. Like, you got those really easily winnable fights with the Illidan, but you're not taking them because it seems to me that you're not actually, like, know enough about Illidan to know that those are fights that you can actually win if you play them well. But apart from that, like, your movement around the map was pretty good. The other big thing was, like, the really big thing that can make a huge difference. In fact, this makes a huge difference in all leagues, right? Is your focus fire and your focus target and your kill target. A lot of the times you're hunting in on, yeah, sure, a squishy target, but you're actually hunting in on the wrong target. Like, there are so many times, right, where Stitches hook someone in. You want to hunt in on that person, you want to kill them, right? You need to make sure that those people die. There were so many times where you hook someone's in, you hunt in on their backline, you're not able to kill the backline solo, your team is not able to kill that person, and then you end up losing the fight because they've got 2 half-health heroes, but neither one is dead, and it's a big problem. So, especially with Illidan, especially in this sort of situation, and the way the hunt is ideally used is you want to focus... Just basically, nearly every hero in the game, you want to focus the heroes that your allies are focusing. You need to move as a team. When you focus fire as a team, you get the kills, and it kind of snowballs from there. Like, that's so important. So, like, I think you're hunting at all the right times, but you didn't always have the right target. Okay? It's perfectly fine to hunt into the target that your team has engaged upon. In fact, that's often the best thing that you can do, is to hunt in on the target. Just lock them down, help your team get the kill on that target, and it's just fine. Especially, Illidan can be much more aggressive in the backline with Metamorphosis, because it gives him health, he can dodge stuff, and it gives him an escape. Without Metamorphosis, it's not as easy. So yeah, I think that's a general thing. Again, though, that is... Focus targeting is something that is an issue, like, all the way up to like Master and stuff like that. Like, it's a pretty consistent issue. So that being said, like, I think that for Silver, you're actually doing pretty good in terms of the strategy. The main thing that you can improve on and have a huge impact in the big way is mechanics. Unfortunately, I don't know how you easily improve on mechanics. I don't know how you do that, but they're just like mechanical errors, like standing still in the team fight, no stutter stepping, and just being a little bit, just having a lower APM and stuff like that. Like, can we even see that? I don't know if we can see that. Maybe not. I want to see APM. Like, your average APM is 89. It's exceptionally low, right? And that's very relevant because you're playing Illidan, who's a very, very fast hero who requires a lot of inputs. Like, his attack speed is very quick. You want to be stutter stepping and doing basic attacks and then moving around the thing. So that's like a pretty huge issue. Checking your APM is not too important. It depends on the hero. Some heroes are going to be slow. Like, for example, I would say, look, you with Illidan with 89 and Stitches with 91. Even though there's only 2 difference, it's much, much worse for the Illidan than that is for the Stitches, right? Because Stitches, he's not a high APM hero. He's pretty slow. He's more about positioning and strategy, aiming hooks, getting in the right spot, that sort of thing. Whereas with Illidan, you need to be very, very quick. And it's very important that you're very quick because he's a fast hero. And I mean, that's just a general tip I'd give as well. Like, you're gonna have to practice a lot on a hero that's difficult to make it work. Like, when you're in Silver, and I mean, I don't know, like, it's just when you're in a lower league, like, is playing a high difficulty hero like that, playing a very fast paced hero, is putting a lot of stress and burden on you that you don't need to bear. Like, you don't need to play a difficult hero when you can just play an easy hero, and it might let you be so much more effective, you know? That's just a general tip, I think. If you're in a lower league, you don't want to make life difficult for yourself. Because there's already loads for you to work on to improve. So why choose a hero that's a really, really difficult one to play? It's something worth considering. Funky Monkey says, my APM is really high in Zagara. Is this good or bad? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, like Illidan, the Lost Vikings, Abathur, There's a lot of heroes that can really scale well off of being very comfortable, having really quick inputs and everything like that. Alright, so you really enjoy playing Illidan. That's cool. That's good. APM's over 9,000. But certainly, like, if you really like the hero, then that's cool. That's awesome. I'd say if you're going for the global build, yeah, I'd be going, like, if you're going for the hunt, I probably wouldn't be going for Battered Assault. It's too difficult to get value off of that without meta. I'd probably be going, like, Immolation, Friend or Foe, whatever at 7. This one's fine. Then using Mark for Death well, and kind of having some of that sort of more bursty damage, not reliant on your basic attacks, is probably a bit easier with the hunt. And it's, you know, it's a bit better for split pushing as well, I think, which is kind of what the hunt does. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, quick cast as well is pretty essential for Illidan to make it faster. Yeah, but quick cast is a pretty big deal. Especially for fast heroes like Sylvanas or Illidan, you really want quick cast. It's definitely not a preference thing. Like, playing with the default cast is a huge disadvantage. Quick cast on release is fair enough, but the basic one is a really, really big disadvantage. Okay. 3, we're going for Team League from Funkeymonkey. Am I in this one? Am I gonna regret watching this one? No. Okay, Kant, Nizo, Soulsor, Fridex, The Enterprise, and Nikurasu. I never know which way to say your name because it's different in different ways. Your replay. Hype. How do you check APM? It's like Control 3 in the replay client. Certainly with Aliobs. This one's a good replay? Okay. Nikusaru. He's Nikurasu in game. It's very confusing. Close game. Feel like you played your best on Greymane. Playing Greymane and Hanamura. Okay, let's see how it goes. 5-man team. Vikings replay. But yeah, like, it's so, like, how do you improve your mechanics in heroes? I really don't know how you do it. I think a big part of it comes from knowing what you're supposed to be doing and being confident in that. And then, like, your mechanics and your APM sort of follows along with it. 12-minute game. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I don't know how else you could improve the mechanics as you go. That's a difficult thing to do. Alright, top level spraying and dancing and stuff here in the spawn. This is good. I like it. Check out the... Oh, Vikings with the best APM so far, team. Vikings looking good. Cocktail build Greymanes. Nothing too exciting there. The enemy team comp is pretty terrible. Alright, nicely done. Oh, I missed the kill with the Greymane. Oh, there you go. Got it with the dunk. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, this is going very well so far. This is going very, very well so far. Alright, nicely done. Okay, cool. Whose replay? This is Funkeymonkey's replay. NA ping? Maybe. Alright, go for this. This is ballsy. I think like this. I think this is fine. I think you're like, obviously very confident in how this game is going. The enemy team is under a lot of pressure. They're not doing too great. I mean, they've got a pretty bad team to stop you here, so it should be just fine. Okay, cool. Grab the turrets. All good. You guys are way ahead. They came from behind. Oh, hello. Okay. You really should have been killed there, but they're bad. So that was definitely a clunky engage from you. Definitely. Like, you could have... If they were good, you would have been killed there, right? Again, if they turn around and they focus fire you, you're probably just dead. But you got away with it, so that's good. Warcraft references. Hell yeah. Unnecessary fourth shot to the face. It hurts. Uther might like hurt you a fair bit here. Yeah, okay. Oh, the B steps. The B steps into the mist cocktail. Excellent. All right. It's a pity you didn't stay on top of that healing surge. That would have been nice. Alright, good. Focus the fort. It's good, it's good. Unfortunately, you're the one tanking it. You want to get out of that. Yeah. Oh. Warcraft reference. I think it's from Star Wars. No, yeah, that's true. It was in Star Wars as well. Okay, full cocktail build. It's level 7. You forgot 4. Alright, so you're just gonna like YOLO push to keep at this point. You didn't pick your level 4 until 7? Okay. Why? We don't understand why. What do you get in the end? Eric the Swift? Seems good. Alright, cool. Get some vision. Why not? Get some XP. Busy doing APM things. Ooh, look at the APM. There's so many. So many. But you can see a big difference, like on the like with the Greymane, it's like up at 170 and hitting like really high APM during team fights. Like that's actually much more important. Like to get the most out of assassins, that's an important thing to be able to do, right? So that's something that will hold you back on fast-paced assassins like Greymane and Illidan and Sylvanas, Valla, all those sorts of heroes. You need to have quick inputs because they're very fast-paced. Heroes like warriors technically often have much lower APM requirements. They're much more about decision making and like understanding positioning and when to engage and what heroes do. They're much less dependent on having fast inputs and mechanical skills. So that's one option that you can get. Yeah, you guys definitely sent in a total stomp here. Oh, letting Valla live. That's generous. Oh! Dunked into a cocoon. But I mean, like, don't be afraid to hop into... Damn, that was timed perfectly. Don't be afraid to, you know, to switch into human form to poke at people. I mean, you switch back to Worgen form pretty quickly, so it's not a huge problem. If you do that, like to get some guaranteed range poke in on Valla and stuff. And like, you could have killed her a lot earlier if you did that. Poor enemy team. It's nice knowing you, enemy team. Keep us down, seems good. 4 shots from the payload. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Yeah, boss should probably be relatively doable, alright. It's gonna eat you. It's gonna place the turret. Turret helping. I think it's a good idea, actually. Might as well push that, place the turret down. Interesting that it shoots the boss, but it doesn't shoot the other mercenaries on the map. Okay, good shot. Yeah, pushing does have worth in terms of it spawns sappers, which push down the waves and will be free shots on core. I don't think there's one in this wave. No, there's not. There's one here though. Look, there's one. It spawns a little sapper, which will be a shot on core if it hits, which it, you know, rarely does, but still. Oh, it's Greymane. Okay, there's Greymane. Yeah, you're well in there now. And I run! Oh man, this is such a stomp. Ban Funky for sending a stomp. There's actually no need to kill that. It's actually a bad idea probably to commit to killing that apart from swag points. But technically it's probably a bad idea. You don't need the extra shots. You just want to secure your payload, and the enemy team is going to get 10 soon. Oh, you're going to die. Yeah, so that's just a bad idea to push the keep. I suppose you're doing it for swag points. Oh yeah, we're spamming things. Fairly standard Greymane build. Nothing too much going on there. Feed. That was a feed though. You guys could have won so much easier, but I mean, you're having fun, which is understandable, I guess. Oh, more feeds coming in, team. More feeds. Everyone gonna die. That's a good cocoon. Oh, where's he going? Going for keep. You guys are still going for this fight? Oh boy. Okay. Oh, good vault. So close. You got him. There you go. You got him. Q through the wave. Beautiful. Jump on her. Beautiful. Nicely done. Oh, he's so quick. Look, he's so quick. Vikings from behind. Get him with the splash. There we go. Vikings actually killed him before the splash hit. Oh, he's coming for you. You couldn't just mount him with your Q, you know. You can also E and Q away. Like, you actually get a lot of distance if you E in and then Q away and working for him. Oh my god. Are you guys are trying to win with a sapper. BM victory. Fair enough. It's been that much of a stomp, I suppose it's warranted. Oh. Uther merciful, not gonna kill you. Luso merciful, not gonna kill you. Thank you, enemy team. So kind. So considerate, so thoughtful. Hey Redoon, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, there's dinner outside. I'm so hungry. I might even go get dinner during the stream because I'm super hungry. Oh, Valla missing her Q. Oh, the panic! Uh-oh, I've overextended. Oh, could this be the comeback? Oh! Bloodlust or disengage! The old disengage Bloodlust! Giant Greymane running away. God, it makes you realize just how big people get when you Bloodlust them. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, there is a sapper up top. It's going. It's moving in. Asmo's pushing it in. Sorry, we're missing the action down here. My bad. There you go. Sapper fires on core. Game over. Alright. That game was ridiculous. I mean, yeah, you played a pretty good Greymane. I mean, it was totally one-sided. I don't know. There's not too much to say. But look good. Who I top APM? Oh, we'll never know. We'll never know. Okay. And we've 1, 2, 3 games in here. So once again, roll the dice. Number 2. It's going to be a Falstad game from DehZah. How can you improve from that replay? I don't really know. There's not too much really to point out. It was a pretty troll game.
New
Carpet Bedlam.
detected.
You went 7-3 in your placement games, went down a rank from last season. Any idea why that could happen? Well, I mean, did you have a negative personal adjustment at the end of the season? That'd be my first question. Okay, I'm gonna actually just run and check for food. I'm so hungry. Is this food for me here? Are they still cooking? Okay, I'll get them in a bit then. Thanks. Food not ready. No, food not ready. Carpet Bedlam. Did you answer the question? Not yet. Okay. But yeah, like if you had negative personal adjustments, that would explain some of it. Oh, you're pretty sure you had no personal rank adjustment. Okay. It's kind of interesting then. I'm not entirely sure why that is, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, what did I press? Oh, I paused it. That's why. Okay. Not sure. I mean, I'd say a big part of it is that you've got different skill levels and stuff. There's a really good player called Dark. It's unlikely that it's him, though. He's a StarCraft player. He's the best Zerg in the world, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, certainly like like some games you're very favored to win, and some games you're very not favored to win. So I mean, winning games you're favored to win doesn't get you that many points, but losing games you're favored to win can use you a lot. So yeah. Okay, be forewarned. You barely play Falstad. Might be a bit rough. I'm still learning. Okay, that's fair enough. What level of play was this again, DehZah? Going for bribe. It's gold. Okay. Not a fan of Bribestad at all. Gotta be honest here. Not a fan of Bribestad. This would be a good season marksman map. Like, I'm on this map, I'm going, okay, as Falstad, it can exploit the global. Gathering Storm be okay, but season marksman for guaranteed value. And then Boomerang for wave clear and just like exploiting globals and soaking and all that goodness. That's basically what I'd be looking to do in this one. The Q build could be okay. I mean, Boomerang is great regardless. Gathering Storm is good, but I mean, you might not necessarily be fighting heroes all that much, so that's something to watch out for. Also, your team are like having the biggest team fight of their lives down there. You might want to go down and join them. Like, they're absolutely wrecking each other. I mean, you're too focused on this top lane, you know? It's like you want to clear the top wave pretty quick if you do clear it, and then you want to get down to that chest. The chest spawns, you don't want to ever stay for 2 waves on top, you're going to miss the chest. To be fair, your team had sort of died before you got there. You can also throw your Q out behind you. It does slow, what's it, like 20% slow? 25% slow. I mean, it slows them down, so that can help you escape. Hero name died. But I mean, yeah, I don't see the point in bribe. Your team is already good at clearing mercs. You've got lots of anti-merkers. So I don't see it as being necessary at all. Ooh. Hello, enemies. Bribe Falstad, yeah, he's really got an Hanamura, like chat says. But that's it, I think, to be honest. Or if you really need single target focus for some reason. Okay, the positioning so far, you know, it's a little bit all over the place, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. One thing as well that you haven't taken advantage of yet with Falstad is the global, right? Which is a huge deal. So, for example, one of the big things you can do is like commit hard to this top chest, try to get as many coins as you can, and then like fly down in time to contest the second chest with the 2 solo laners if that's the way it's set up. And then you can be there and join in and like turn the tides and get some really nice pressure. Like using the global is a huge deal with Falstad in particular. Notification text. I'm tired and hungry, team. I'm tired and hungry. Might play more Darkest Dungeon later. I don't know. I'm going stream crazy the last few days with just like Star Wars and Darkest Dungeon and stuff. Too busy getting stacks for Bribe. I mean, Bribe is great and all, but you know, it's not that great, is it? You can also probably wreck Valla in a one-on-one fight with Falstad with confidence with the W build. Like just jump on her, W on her, hit her with the Q, just start slapping her. Yeah, that's also a huge problem as well, and that ties into what I was saying earlier about, you know, picking heroes that are difficult. But I mean, picking heroes you're not mechanically skilled on, or like even just not experienced on. Like in this case, you're playing Falstad, who you don't play very often, and like your map awareness has gone terrible because you're totally focused on just like getting the basics of Falstad right and stacking your quests and stuff. That's a very difficult thing. That's also something to watch out for. Is, you know, you need to be very careful about playing heroes that you're not familiar with or that you haven't played recently. Even like it might be a hero that you used to be good on. Like me playing Li Ming yesterday, I was like, oh, I used to be okay at this hero, but I haven't played her much in recent times at all, and I'm playing really badly because my mechanics are just super rusty. She's just the type of hero for me that, you know, doesn't. I don't know, I forget how to play her right. I need to practice her to stay useful on her. Other heroes I can not play in ages and still be really good on them. But not that. So that's all, there's the sort of things that are worth considering. Alright, got ourselves a chest, that's cool. Again, like, you're 5 minutes into the game, we haven't used Fly yet, you know? Oh no, what is this? Oh, this build, dude. You got Lightning Rod talent here. Lightning Rod talent here. Probably the most useful Lightning Rod talent, and you've not taken it. No! Why? No! What a fail! No! I mean, if you're gonna go Bribestad with this, just go all in, man. Get charged up. Get Thunder Strikes. Then I guess like Airy Gust, I don't even know at that point. Maybe Afterburner. Like E and W, just wreck him. And then that probably still epic mount. I don't know, but yeah. You were gonna go full W. Okay, good. What went wrong? In my I'm. Some people like Secret Weapon. I'm part of the crew that really does not like Secret Weapon much at all. I'm really not a fan of it. I really think Boomerang is the place to be. Just the burst damage, the kill pressure, the wave clear. It's so useful. You misclicked the talent. No. Dude, you misclicked it by loads as well. It's the top one. This is the last one. Shit. Oh, did we see a flight, by the way? Oh, we did see a flight. I missed it. I wasn't looking. First flight in the game. Hype. Oh, bribed as well. Excellent. Enemy team better watch out. Alright, turning in here is alright. Then pushing bottom would be really good. And then you could even Hearthstone fly top if needs be. Hello, Leoric. No, we missed him. Oh, rip bottom lane. Okay. Got Mighty Gust. That's okay. Quite like it, actually. Mighty Gust should be really nice in this game. You can use it to save people from Cocoon. Disengage from Eluso Sound Barrier. It should have a number of uses. And before you cancel all the D.Va bombs. Okay. She's gone pretty deep here, alright. Oh, hello, Nurak. You want to gust them away, unfortunately. Oh, actually, it's okay here. Yeah, the bombs zone them off, which is good. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. That was another situation where going aggressive with your W would have worked, right? Because you get a shield from using your W. You can actually trade into a Valla pretty well. Alright, that's a good gust there. That was nice. Gusting people into the bomb. Yeah, that would be cool. Very difficult, though. But it could be cool. Also, bear in mind, this would be a good time to fly up to that top chest, yeah? Where are you going? No. Chests, though. Chests are worth more. Chests is sad. There's not even anyone there yet. Okay, someone's finally got there. Too scared to go alone? Okay, fair enough. I mean, you could kind of tell from the, like, they were all bottom lane, right? You were totally safe to go up there. Like, you would rotate much quicker. Also, well, unfortunately you got the wrong level 7, but you, in theory, you've got a very good dueling build, so you could kind of wreck him. Yeah, that's like map awareness not working out. Rip your team, by the way. They're dying. Unique can't eat properly. Okay. This is fine, by the way, like, clearing out this wave is okay. Again, your build makes your life so much harder, but you got the right rough idea here. Oh, I missed the globe. It's okay. Doesn't matter. But, like, just, you know, soaking up XP, keeping your team in it, it's working well. Like, I mean, in terms of XP, I mean, yeah, you're top of XP by load, so you're doing a good job on that. I mean, the hero damage is non-existent, though, which is a problem.
New follower
APM. Oh, we got 240 average APM. Dude, you got so much APMs. What's up with that? That's exceptionally high. Like, I'd say, like, 200 is honestly pretty high for a game like this. I mean, you probably hit, like, 500, 600 in a team fight, but, I mean, there's a lot of times when it's like you Hearthstone and you click back into lane and you got, like, 1 APM at times in the game, you know? There's nothing going on. But yeah, man, your team are going ham. This talent build's going... It's taken all sorts of turns. Gone into Giant Killer now. Okay. Sure? Well, your APM can be too high, because I just question, like, whether you're being effective, you know? Like, for example, I'll give you an example once the game settles down a bit, because this is still going kind of nuts here. No! Counter synergies. Okay, but for example, so you're walking away here. Look, this is... I could have really high APM. Okay, watch. I could be like, okay, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, and come over here. I'm just guiding my hero, clicking really fast, as fast as I can. Click, 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 click. Okay, click, 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 click. I'm just guiding my hero. Loads of APM, going really fast, really fast. Or I could be like, okay, fight's over. Click. Let's check the talents. Okay? And in that situation, I could be having like 600 APM, like clicking over here, guiding my character over. Or I could have 1 APM, but being like 10 times more useful by just looking at the talents. And you know what I mean? So like APM isn't necessarily a great thing. But you do need decent APM for team fights. That's where it's important, because then it actually, like, quick and accurate hero control becomes an important thing. DehZah, no talent at 13 yet. Intriguing. Is there someone behind you there? I think, yeah, there's someone behind you there. Oh, enemy team, hello! Nice juke, that was pretty good. Entomb fail. Nice. Like, there's nothing wrong with spamming commands, it's just like, just being effective in how you do it, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with doing a few, like, okay, come down here. Like, clicking 3 times, whatever, that's fine. I'm talking about, like, padding it in a way, like, being totally ineffective and inefficient, like, on a large scale. Hello, Winston. Who's a good doggy? Ah. No. He was he was kind of gagging a bit earlier, so he might be kind of feeling a bit sick as well. Yeah. Did I miss the best in tomb ever? Oh, I missed the best in tomb ever. Oh, okay. Is my dinner ready yet? It must be. I'm gonna go get it after this game. And we'll have a social eating stream. I'm so hungry, team. I'm so hungry. Yeah, you guys are pretty far behind in terms of structures and turn-ins and everything. Alright, barrel roll. I dig it. Why not? I did play a little bit of StarCraft 2. You want to defend against that boss, by the way. I did a Let's Play of StarCraft 2. All the expansions on my channel, the single player stuff. I actually need to finish the Nova bits. Right here, you either want to be defending the boss, which is, you know, kind of wrecking your keep, which is really what you do want to be doing. Alternatively, you could have snuck the chest, but really you wanted to be there to defend the boss. Like, you are the range damage dealer for your team. Single target damage dealer. You want to be there. I mean, losing a keep is pretty bad, you know what I mean? XP is nice, but saving your keep is more important. Did he go to the loot? Well done, Winston. Good boy. Unique, you want to coach me? What, in StarCraft? I'm not interested in being competitive at StarCraft. Being competitive at one game is like enough, you know? I also play like all the Star Wars games. That's true. I've played a lot of Star Wars games. Okay. Sonya's not here. The turn-in will do something. I suppose you might as well turn in at this point. Just try get a bit of XP back, which is good. You'll make me pro in one day? I don't want to be a reverse noblesse or SESE. Nah, not really. Is there no in-game music? There should be. Yeah, it's just not continuous. There is a legit Star Wars RTS. It's called Empire at War. It's actually quite good. I did a Let's Play of that too. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I'd like another one. That'd be great. Empire at War 2 would be pretty awesome. It's such a great universe where just like having armies of Star Destroyers is just awesome, right? In space battles. It's pretty cool. It is 11 years old. You meant a new one? Yeah, that's fair. New one would be nice. Force Unleashed, the only good Star Wars game? Dude, no. Force Unleashed was fun. But it wasn't it was fun. It was a lot of... Whoa! Barrel rolling into the enemy team. Gusting to save yourself. No gust for sound barrier. No gust for cocoon. Oh wait, you're in the cocoon. Can't gust if you're in the cocoon. That was a good divine shield. That was a very good divine shield. Uther with the timing. Pretty nice. DehZah coming in with a big bunny hop. Oh! That bunny hop though. Dude. Dude. You're being carried so hard. You got carried so hard in this game so far. I mean, you're still losing. They're going to hit level 20. You guys don't have a keep yet. I would actually prioritize destroying that keep. Turning in, I mean, you got nothing to turn in. You really want to kill that keep and get catapult damage. You going to soak is just fine. Okay, you're going to bribe them. Okay, that's good as well. You need to, like, barrel roll over the wall or something, or just get there. Alright, we're going to fly over. Panic flight, fair enough. Kill the catapults! 2015 Battlefront is the best Star Wars game. I didn't play that. I'm looking forward to playing Battlefront 2 this year. Hopefully I'll have a new PC by then and we can play it. That would be great. I'd love that. It'd be so much fun. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Show APM again? Okay. There you go. This Sonya is like mashing the keyboard like a monster. Sonya, what are you doing? Oh, look at those clicks. That's what. Look at those clicks. So many clicks. To be fair, that was a good spear. He's spinning. Okay, he's... You see what I mean, though? Like, look at this Sonya, right? Look at... So, that was a good example. He's got loads of movement clicks, but then the second he gets into the fight, he's just standing there. Suddenly, all of these clicks, the high APM, all of the high APM is coming from moving around. When he gets into combat, when you actually need it to stutter step and reposition, he's just like, boom, I'm just going to stand still. Suddenly, all the APM just turns into, I'm just going to sit here and just kind of auto whack at them and not reposition at all. So it's not actually as useful, which is funny. Jesus, he has 9... Look at that. He got 1,000 APM killing the chest. It's not... Like, this is an example of... This is not anything useful, right? It's just... It's pointless mashing. He's got 800 APM, like, killing... Like, he's just clicking loads. That's all he's doing. Let's see how high it goes here. Okay, he's spinning. Like... He's just mashing... It's completely irrelevant, right? He's doing crazy amounts of actions, but it's nothing useful, you see? That's a really good example of where, like, okay, his actual APM things don't matter. All of his APM is coming from useless stuff, and all of then when he gets into an actual fight, an actual situation where you need actual good APM, where it's actually relevant, it suddenly drops off quite a lot. 38 for Tifa. I suppose, I mean, she doesn't, that's a hero that doesn't really need it, you know? She just auto-targets and shoots whoever. I mean, she can just right-click and hold it and move with the right-click held down, you know? It's fine. Same thing with Tracer. You can actually have a surprisingly low APM with Tracer. Now, it wouldn't be that low, of course, but it would be because she's faster paced than that. But it can be lower than, let's say, a Valla. Okay, gusting him back is actually pretty decent. Where's DehZah gone? Bye. Nice knowing you, DehZah. She's in the back lines there. She's doing stuff. Decent sound barrier. Take him down. Nice. You guys should win the game now. You can go to the core. Go to the core. Turn in all the coins first, cause we want less time to kill the core. Core. Let's go core, Gul'dan. Don't go back. Go to the core. Follow your Falstad. It was almost the core. Oh, he's going in. Unfortunately, Lucio is unkillable. Oh no, you've walked into the keep. Whoops. Doesn't matter. Gotta kill the core anyway. Try not to die though. Gust them away. Gust them away. Use your gust. There you go. That was nicely done. Just drop the beat. Doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. You got carried pretty hard in that game. You did decently in the late game team fights, at least is alright. I mean, obviously, I think that was a really good example, right, of a lot of inexperience on the Falstad. My best advice would be to go watch, like, a pro Falstad or an experienced Falstad player or a Falstad guide and just get some, like, the basic ideas of what Falstad's supposed to do. Like, the build was terrible, right? Like, you kind of had the rough idea with split token and stuff, but I mean, just using your flight more, like getting a better build, especially boomerang, I think is really important. Or, I mean, you misclick the talent, which is not good, you know. Food is ready. That's true. You didn't die, which is good. Like, it wasn't too bad, you know? It wasn't too bad, but just the impression I had was, like, you're kind of flapping around and you're not, like, entirely sure of what you're supposed to be doing with the Falstad. In terms of, you know, really using the global pressure, right? Like, I think, like, level 1 was a great example where you're just, you know, YOLO pushing top lane instead of being like, yo, I'm Falstad, this is great. We'll fight for the top chest and I'll fly down my global to the bottom chest and we'll make it work. You know what I mean? It's like you're just kind of just in the top lane and it's like, oh, well, then we miss out the chests. You weren't actually there. Like, it seemed like your game sense was pretty decent and the mechanics are pretty decent. I wasn't really concerned about that. It just seemed like just a kind of a lack of knowledge as to what Falstad can actually do. That was the main thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it just seemed like to me like you weren't entirely sure what you were doing on Falstad, and you played a pretty good game with that considered, you know. For someone who doesn't play much Falstad, it was fine. But definitely to get more out of Falstad, I say just like be sitting back and watch a guide or watch a top level Falstad play and be like, oh yeah, that's how it works. That's how it does it. Okay, and then go in and play Falstad a few games after that. But yeah, like definitely there's a lot more room for using the global a lot more aggressively and making global plays. So I think that's what I'd recommend, you know. Which is it's kind of nice because that's an easy and fun way to improve Falstad stuff. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 games. Roll the dice. Number 1. This is Redoon. I need to play more Hero League as well. Okay. So this is GreenArrow, right? I'm gonna check my food. I'm hungry. I got food. I got food. Food. I'm so hungry. Food.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes. My skills improve. You are not the only one who has faced death.
You're silent for a day? How did you manage that? What happened? What?
Go. Yo. Sam. Battle begins.
Arthas is pretty mad. I think Medivh is okay here. They've got a pretty crazy single target pick comp on the enemy team. Medivh would be good against that. He also brings boss control. Whoops. 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 Rip. Arthas hates people like this guy. I hate people like Arthas. Okay, so you messed up your jump, then you died. Rip. I'm joining in with the feed here, guys. I'm joining in with the feed. It's a pity you missed the globe there. Kind of could have picked it up. Okay, that was nice positioning right there. That was good. That was really good against the DehZah. To kind of kite him enough and then to get attacks in. That was sweet. DehZah. Uh-oh. That was not as good. That was not as good. Uh-oh. You need to kite him very aggressively. Oh boy, that's very deep. Ooh, you're living on the edge there. Living on the edge there. But yeah, you need to be very aggressive in terms of kiting him. Like, you can't go in. It's a very difficult lane. Like, Genji's not a solo laner, but you can just like poke at him and just keep kiting him. You're lucky he doesn't have the race car DehZah thing. He could keep using these bushes to be a total pain in your ass. Yeah.
Gather tribute and earn my favor.
It's definitely can be challenging, but yeah. Okay. That's fine. Okay, they got the thing. I mean, your team weren't there, so it's fine. Good that you didn't overcommit. You probably want to put, like, Medivh or someone in this lane against DehZah. Like, you probably want someone else. You don't really want to be there yourself. I'd probably be asking for a switch. Uh-oh. You also... That's much too aggressive. You're not gonna kill DehZah, okay? And if he's a better player, he will hit you and kill you with that. You're just putting yourself in a lot of risk for a tiny bit of damage. It's not worth it. This Arthas. It's like one of our teammates is soaking the bottom lane. What's wrong with this person? I mean, like right there, I think, I mean, you wanna ask a teammate for a swap. I mean, being like, you know, just being like pissed off that you're soloing DehZah is like not particularly helpful. I mean, it's much better to be like, to say first, like, team, can we change this? Can we fix this? And like, it sucks that you're soloing DehZah, but you've not made any moves to actually get that, to actually change it, you know? Just something that you do want to do. Whoa! He might have been able to kill you if you actually hit that tongue. Probably not, but it would have been close enough. Yeah, like you never want to be in melee range. You never want to be close to the DehZah. You want to be like at maximum range at all times, you know?
Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
Okay, good damage on Ming. That's very nicely done. Oh. Yeah, you wanted to D after her sooner. That was pretty good, though. It was pretty good. That's good. KD76 says, you remind me of Jacksepticeye? Yeah, I am Irish as well, yeah. I get that a bit. Maybe, maybe I'm the original, though. I don't know. Thank you for the follow, usual suspect. I hope you're enjoying me eating my dinner. I'm casually doing a replay. That trade into Hacker was actually okay. Oh my god. Ah. Gold chat? I should probably turn gold chat off. Seems like a waste of time. Oh, looks like my PC's overheating. That's unfortunate. That's a good, good ultimate engage. Nice. Alright, nicely done right there. That was good. Well done. Very well done. Very well done. And you did that without a Divine Shield as well, which is good. Oh! Nice kill. Alright. Good Dragon Blade. Yeah, if you're in gold and that's the way people talk, just mute chat. Like, there's no point in listening to them. Just without a shit. Like, no one, like, there's literally been not a single thing really that's useful said. Like, you saying out of mana there was like the only useful thing that's been said the entire game. Everything else has been bullshit. Thank you for the follow. Whoa. Alright, good. That was a nice little jukes round of the hacker. This is cool. Uh-oh. Okay. That one not as smooth at all.
Or face my curse.
So, like, again, in terms of laning against a hacker, you're doing okay, but you're very inconsistent. Like, you got some really good trades where you stay around, like, the max range and you're poking and it's great. And then you got a lot of trades where it doesn't go too well. This is, yeah, just fucking YOLO. Might as well. Oh, you got killed. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, you kind of have to just go in and try to get a kill there. Didn't work out. I mean, you're walking into a really rough position anyway. I think it was well worthwhile to try, though. I think it's well worthwhile to try. It didn't work out. C'est la vie. You were trying to... It was a really, really bad situation, and you're trying to salvage it as best you can. I actually think it's fine to dash in and die right there. You struggle late game with Malfold. Yeah, it's kind of like a big counter to you. It's pretty horrible. Twilight Dream is like the worst thing as a Genji. You definitely... I highly recommend taking Dodge at 7. Especially... Oops, we don't want to be the keep. Especially against... especially against, you know, Greymane. Even DehZah, even Muradin. Like, they got a bunch of relatively hard-hitting heroes, and it's pretty valuable to dodge their attacks. And it'd be more useful to you. Like, they've got a lot of CC, so I don't really see you getting much value out of Deflect. I mean, they got Malf Silence, DehZah stuns, Muradin stuns. Like, Deflect is going to be interrupted pretty easily. Whereas Dodge will give you just guaranteed value, so that will help you getting in with the Dragon Blade quite a bit. Someone was asking how to use Dragon Blade somewhere. Where's that question? Luke PPP, how do you use Dragon Blade? Don't really know. So for Dragon Blade, you want to... like the big counters, you know, well, Malfolt's Twilight Dream is a huge counter. You basically want to, like, once your team engages the fight, you want to, like, just start basically, like, kind of jump in behind them, pop the Dragon Blade, and then start slicing through as many of their team as possible, particularly focusing down weaker, vulnerable heroes, and then using your E to sort of reposition and keep it going. We'll see. I've got at least one Genji game on my channel where we get some pretty good Genji Dragon Blades. I don't know. Uther Divine Shield really helps, like when you're against hard CC like the Malf Silence, to help you kind of get guaranteed value off. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the hack is coming. Hello. So Nazeebo's not here, so this is pretty messy, right? Oh boy. Rip. Very rip. Oh, Uther Divine Shield himself to run away. He didn't even need to either. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty messy stuff going on here. Very, very messy. That's very messy. I mean, yeah, you went too deep in that fight, considering that Nazeebo was, for whatever reason, soloing bruisers. You didn't really want to be in and doing stuff. We've seen a lot of really bad Nazeebos today. I'm like, I don't get that. It's like, if you want to play this, like, split pushy type hero, pick something that's better at it. Or, like, go full zombie wall build. Like, what is this? This is not, like, Spiders is for team fighting. Spiders is not for split pushing. Doesn't make any sense.
I grow tired.
Enemy team doing boss. I mean, I don't know there's much you can do about that. You guys are, like, after losing that last fight so bad, I think it's just pretty much gone. Getting a curse would be pretty good. Oh, rip Medivh. I mean, you should get a curse, though. It's pretty good. If Nazeebo actually comes and stops this Greymane. Okay, it's unnecessary Dragon Blade right there. And you can see it's not working at all. You could have killed him without the Dragon Blade. Dragon Blade would be more for AoE damage and mobility and resets. Right there, you would have been way better off, just especially with Shingun, just like bursting him with Shingun and your basic attacks. You would have, you actually would have killed him there. So that was unfortunate. Best Arthas NA. Yeah, the Doge talent for Greymane, yeah, man. Okay, we've gone into Reflect. Again, like, it's a decent synergy in terms of, you know, perfect defense into Reflect, into Zanshin. How much damage? You've only deflected. You haven't even deflected that much. I mean, you know, that's kind of the issue, right? Is that they've got so much CC and lockdown and stuff. I just don't see you getting much value out of Deflect. You're better off with, you know, Final Cut, really. I reckon. Final Cut synergizes really well with Dragon Blade anyway. For just like damage with your E's, because you can use them pretty frequently with resets and stuff from the Dragon Blade itself. That's one thing, like, very important. When you kill someone with Dragon Blade, or when they kill with after being hit by Dragon Blade within 2 seconds, you get a reset on your Swift Strike, which is huge. So you can be super mobile. Like Genji's really OP when he gets going. Oh god. Well, they're very nice for not hitting you. Thank you, enemy team. Okay, now you're dead. Rip. So obviously you just went way too deep there and you got killed. Like, you need to be a lot more patient in terms of going forwards. Oh my god, Divine Shield and nothing. He tried to bait the Malfolk, he died. Yeah, it was not a good bait. It was not safe. I mean, you got silenced and then suddenly, hey, you're in the middle of the enemy team and there's a boss in front of you. You know, it's like, it's not a not a good moment to bait the Malfolks, unfortunately. I mean, the good news is that Malf uses his ult to stop you. He's not using it to stop anyone else, so that's good. Also, Divine Shield will cleanse the silence. Okay, that's a nice little bit of aggression. Yeah. Okay. Bro! That was... What? It's like anti-jukes. Okay, this is a good Dragon Blade this time. Right there, for example. Yeah, okay, you did it against the Greymane, but that would have been a good time to like E through to the Haka, then Q back. That would have been kind of nice, right? With the Dragon Blade. Like how Arthas takes the wrong ultimate and then flames. Well, I mean, Syndragosa will get huge value because when you're pushing during the curse and the buildings are already turned off, you can turn them off twice. Thinking. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I mean, the enemy team's going to get 20, so it's a little bit of a challenge. I mean, ideally at this point, you want to just like use Medivh portals and get on top of the keep. Now, your team has no idea that's what you should do, right? But that is what you should really do, is do that. You also want to use your D here, right? So you're level 4. When you finished it, when you use your D to jump, you get 2 charges of Shuriken back. That's a lot of extra damage with Shuriken Mastery and Shingen. So you want to do that. You want to use your D for that. But you can see you had time to kill a fort, right? And for all your teammates to have, you know, just a nice stroll around the map. Like, you had plenty of time to actually destroy a keep there. Which would have been great. It would have been great to destroy their bottom keep. That would have been super useful. Destroy the bottom keep. Then you've got the option to take your boss and to win the game with your boss. Aiming with Archon. Hey, you're gonna get value out of Reflect now. This is good. Deflect value. That Divine Shield is so bad, team. Oh no. I think she didn't die. Oh, not yet. Almost. Oh, now you're dead. Don't worry, Arthas is pushing bottom. I mean, that's just a whole disaster. That's like a whole load of misplays right there. Archon, man. Oh, Uther did go cleanse as well. That's unfortunate that Uther went for cleanse. Medivh is 100% gonna die. Guaranteed he's gonna die. Okay, he's not gonna do it this time. Okay. The dragon becomes me. There's great potential for you to carry this game, though. Like, Li Meng with Glass Cannon. Ha ha ha, easy. But yeah, that was a huge missed opportunity just in terms of map movements from your team, you know. You had 3 enemy team members dead, you had a full curse, it was a perfect opportunity to kill the keep and bottom. And then, you know, you've got your boss coming up shortly afterwards, so you can just take your boss, and that's your win condition. You'd have level 20, open core with boss is pretty good. You definitely want to defend your boss. You definitely don't want to be pushing top lane. Your boss is 100% where they're going. Guaranteed. Like, you've got an open core, you know? If they take that boss, you lose the game, so you need to be there. Like, these lanes really don't matter at all. Like, they're not going to do anything. You want to make sure that the boss is safe. Okay, it's safe. Good. That's extremely important. What are you supposed to do if you engage their backline? You get silenced by Malf? Well, you're reliant on a Divine Shield to keep you alive. That Nazeebo level 20? Yeah. I like how... I mean... I don't understand all these Nazeebos who pick 3 out of the 4 spider talents and then don't pick the 4th one. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. Like, you could skip this one if you really want to, but why would you skip the others? Right, Genji going in. Whoa, what was that?
New follower detected.
So, oh, did you click the minimap or something? That went wonky anyway. Your team is cursed. Alright, you got to kill it. Nice. That's a good deflect. Li Ming kills everybody. Well, eventually she kills everybody. There you go. Huh.
Your keep has been destroyed.
Yeah, so that, like, obviously that was a big mistake when you, like, click the minimap and you switch your vision. Because there was a really good chance for you to actually, like, properly dive the back line and finish them off. So that went very, very wrong. So that's something you need to watch out for. You need to turn off that minimap thing. You never want to click on the minimap. Like, you want to right click and it'll be fine. You never need to left click. So you want to turn right click off the minimap. But yeah, Malf is very good against Genji. It's pretty difficult. You're just kind of reliant on the fact, ooh, Medivh. Hype. No, it's gone. Got a pulse there as well. Hey, the Arthas chat? Yeah, honestly, I'd like turn off chat. Like, if you're getting tilted and you're flaming people back, you're lowering your chances of winning. And like, literally, your teammates did not say one single useful thing in that entire game. It's just a waste of time. So just turn the chat off. Like, all it's doing is making you play worse. Like, there's literally no benefit to the chat being on. Like, they're not saying anything useful. It's just turn it off. Like, you're not missing out on anything at all. You're just going to be missing out on opportunities for you to get mad, which is good to miss out on. You don't want that. Hello.
Green, you was having a great
You had a great time. Good.
Bring you out here just in case. Yeah, come on. Out of there. Yeah. That's a big dog.
Yeah, I would probably just turn off the chat and then like play a bit without the chat, and then you can maybe try turning it on for a few games if you want and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we got okay. Okay, number 1. We're going for Usual Suspect Genji play. Okay, another Genji game. Cool. Be interesting to see how this one goes. But yeah, like seriously, like Malf is very good. That's my dad. Malf is very good against Genji. It's just the way it is.
New follower detected.
Uther is also very good against Genji. So what comps do we have here? Got Genji, Uther again. They've got no Malf though. Got a Regart, much easier. And Winston, my dog. He was there too. He's like, I'm done. I'm gone. I want my treat. Hello, Winston.
Out you come.
You got your treat.
Out you come, mister.
What rank is this? I don't know. What rank is this? Didn't say. Okay, Genji. So again, we've got, you know, Genji Uther combo, which is pretty good. Do we put Arthas in the solo lane against Sonya? Yeah, Arthas probably loses. I don't know, Arthas or Stitches, I don't know. So I also prefer this taunt at level 1. Agile Dismount I think is really nice. This is gold 5? Okay. I mean, the enemy team actually's got a pretty decent comp. Diablo is something to watch out for with the point and click stuns. So we'll see how you go with that one. But yeah, definitely they don't have any, like... There's nothing as extreme as Twilight Dream for you to deal with here. So you should be able to go fairly ham, actually, in their backline and wreak quite a lot of havoc. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I only do ranked games, yeah. There's no point in doing quick match games. Quick match is so often defined by it's just like, well, whatever heroes happen to be picked. Of course my game is lagging, kind of. This is why we need new PC. PC lags. Okay, I mean, you guys just have E through. Oh, you get him. All right. Whoa, 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 careful. You want to make sure you get the reset there. He could probably kill you now. Oh, he backed off, and you get the jump. Nice. Well done. All right. Yeah, your team kind of lacked focus fire there in that first fight, but I mean, you came out 1 for 1 ultimately in the end, right? So it's not too bad. Good start for Convection. 0. Okay, nice. You could like E through and pop your W. That could maybe work. Possibly. You definitely, for making a play like that though, you'd want the camera like, instead of being the camera here with you here and Nazebo there, you want it to be centered over here so you can see what like the towers and their rotations are like. You know what I mean?
Detected.
That's kind of important if you want to making those sort of aggressive plays. Okay, nice. I like that you're focusing on Nazebo as well right there. Like, he was the best kill target, so that's good. It's going pretty well for you guys so far. Walk into the turrets and jump out. If you hadn't used your jump to jump into the turrets, you could have E'd into Diablo and then jumped away and, you know, got a bit of poke. Just put the fear of Genji into him. You know, that's an important thing to do. Make the enemy team play a little bit scared. Well, sometimes you want to bait them into being secure. Sometimes you want to make them scared. And again, like, don't be too scared to, like, jump in and punish him. This is really nice. Okay, good. I like that. Jumping in. Oh, the Stitches Hook missed. But yeah, like, use your mobility to pressure people out and try to get them killed. Okay, nice kill. Oh, God, that's not good. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Definitely flubbed up the E right there. Yeah. Like, yeah, timing that right is pretty important. Can you make the map smaller in the settings so you don't accidentally misclick it? No, but there is an option somewhere. Right-click through minimap. So you can't right-click the minimap anymore. So that's what you want to turn on. Yeah, your Uther seems a lot better than the enemy team's Uther. That's for sure. Sorry, than the last Uther was. So that's good. We'll see how he does with Divine Shield, if he goes for it. And he should, hopefully. Alright, nice on the Reg Art. That was very good timing on your W as well. Well predicted on the Feral Lunge, and you punished it. So, I mean, that was really interesting, right? Like, it was really good the way you were, like, positioning and getting basic attacks on priority squishy targets. Like, that was really good. Like, you're focusing really good people, but then you could see, like, your camera, and you're so focused on that, you had no idea about this Jaina flank, and you're like, oh shit, whoa, Jaina's right beside me, and I'm almost dead. So that was a little bit messy, you know? Again, I like focusing the Sonya here. Okay, that was okay. Nice. Alright, you pulled it off in the end. I was a little bit concerned there that you switched off the Sonya on that she was going to live, but you did just finish her off with the E. So I'm going to presume that you had that all calculated. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And not that it was like a last second, oh shit, Hail Mary E that you did catch him with. But it was good though. I would have personally focused the Sonya myself and then got an E reset to keep chasing. That probably would have worked a bit better. Question from Slick the Rick 94. Just curious, is it good or bad that I have a 15-button scimitar mouse, have my buttons hotkey to the mouse, use my arrow keys to move the screen? I've no idea. I've literally no experience with all that. I don't know, maybe it's terrible, maybe it's good. I don't know, actually. Whoa, Diablo into the base. Now that's a fun interaction for him. Not. Oh my god. So the Diablo Q followed you through your dash and he ended up behind your walls. That's pretty depressing. Poor Diablo, and they lost a lot of gems with that too. Damn. But yeah, I have no idea in terms of the mouse and the arrow keys. Not a clue. One thing I would say is you probably can't move the screen as quickly. Like, you probably have a little bit less control with that, which is what I'd be concerned about. Whereas with the mouse, you can be quick. But maybe it's fine, I don't know. Alright, that's a good engage. You could E on... Yeah, there you go. Nice. Would have been worth at that point, obviously panning your camera up and seeing what sort of situation was with the other enemy teams and whether you could continue the dive. Because you didn't have your... You couldn't actually see what they were doing. It's like, sure, you got the 2 kills, that was great, but then you had to E out again because you had kind of no idea what's happening in the rest of the fight. So a little better, like, camera positioning and following on that, and you'll be okay. But yeah, this is going very well so far. You're doing a good job here on the Genji. Very good job on the Genji so far. Kelthus, 12 out of 20 in convection. What's the bets he dies with 19? Stitches is bad, allegedly. Alright, nice. Good job. Pretty stompy so far. I mean, you guys are level 10, they don't now, so, I mean, you're very far ahead. This is, oh, this is fantastic for you. This is where you want your ultimate. Where's your ultimate? Where's your ultimate? Okay, I mean, it's working out in the end, you know, but, like, you should have 100% grabbed Dragon Blade going into that fight, popped Dragon Blade, and you would have wiped them out, like, instantly, super quick. I mean, yeah, it's like, you were basically level 11 before you chose your ultimate, and you're in an entire team fight for the whole thing, where Dragon Blade would have had immense effect. So that's something you need to get right, yeah. You need to be comfortable. You can use control, like to pick Dragon Blade, control +1 will pick Dragon Blade when you're level 10. Control +2 would pick X-Strike. So getting comfortable with those hotkeys and those shortcuts will be a huge deal. It's very important that you pick. Like, you've been playing a really good Genji game so far, and then you missed out so much on that. Like, you missed out so much because you didn't have an ult for that entire huge team fight, and it would be a pretty big deal to actually get that. Like, that's actually very important. That's actually very important. And, like, sure, you guys won the fight this time, but, I mean, in a more difficult, more even game, you picking that ultimate could be the difference between, like, winning a level 10 team fight and getting ahead, and then losing and falling way behind, you know? Okay, this is decent. Okay. Got a little bit clunky there with the camera movements and all stuff like that. Oh, that was a challenging position to Duke, to be fair. Definitely an E opportunity here for Diablo. Okay, missed him. No, yeah, no, sorry, you did hit him. Good. Alright. I mean, like, in terms of the Dragon Blade, it was a pretty decent Dragon Blade. I mean, it felt like the camera movements were a bit clunky. You want to be... I mean, I suppose it takes a bit of practice of playing with Dragon Blade, but you want to be moving the camera with it. And you really want to get into that overview of the team fight type mentality. Oh, Uther didn't heal you. That's unfortunate. Rip. You want to get into that overview of the team fight mentality so that you just kind of, okay, big picture, where is the enemy team? And then, like, moving all around that as much as you can. It's hard to describe, but yeah, hopefully that it kind of makes sense. Hopefully it kind of makes sense. Now we got Shingen at 13, which is nice. Very nice. It is a pity you guys have Syndragosa, but at least it's a bit better on this map with this comp. You know, it synergizes decently with Dragon Blade, I suppose. I mean, you don't even need to use the spacebar. I mean, you're not right-clicking anyone when you got Dragon Blade, so your mouse is totally free, right? You don't need to stutter step, you're just moving and using your Qs and your Es. So it's pretty straightforward. There's a big fight happening in Middle, which you might want to come back. Oh, nice. I like that. That was actually very slick. Okay, yeah, I was going to say you could kill her with that. You might as well use the Dragon Blade there for wave clear. At that rate, you might as well. Convection finished. Hype. Congratulations. Your team is winning a fight in the middle lane at the same time as this is all going on. It was actually very good that it was cool that you killed the fort and then killed the Jaina. That was nice. Yeah, you guys are way ahead at this point. Would have been worth, like right there, it would have been worth checking in on that fight that was happening in middle. It was like, you kind of driven the Jaina off. Like, Jaina was totally zoned out. She's out of the fight. So, like, sure, you could 1v1 the Jaina, which is good. But could it potentially be better? Like, removing Jaina from the fight through zoning, and then switching up, and then, you know, let's say... I mean, just hypothetically, let's say that, you know, your teammates fought that fight and they lost one hero. Well, I mean, if it was different, you know, like... If that was a situation where they would have actually lost the fight, but your presence could have changed it, then, you know, zoning Jaina out and going to the fight and then being the thing that changes the fight outcome would have been much more valuable than just getting the solo kill on Jaina but your teammates lose the fight. This is fantastic. This is a good position. Ooh, so close to being hit by all that stuff. Camera! Okay, you are actually on screen, it's just the talents are in the way. A little bit unlucky for you in terms of this fight timing, like that Dragon Blade wasn't available for it. Okay, that was pretty good. I like that, actually. That was nice. Oh, hello, Diablo. Don't kill me, Diablo. Ooh. Nice. Okay. That's fine. I think, you know, playing it safe there is okay. I think playing it safe there is okay. I mean, you could maybe go YOLO on the Diablo, but it's a little bit risky, perhaps. Ah, no, he doesn't have the Q talents. He could have killed Diablo as well. This is gold. This is gold. Alright, I mean, you guys are way ahead at this point. Their top keep is very damaged. You have enough gems for a turn-in, and that's definitely what you want to get. I mean, secure that turn-in, take out that top keep with level 16. That's not ideal. Your teammates really need to turn in here. I mean, this is very bad map play from your team as a whole. Right here, I'd also be looking at that Dibbles. Yeah, I would have been focusing on that Dibbles, trying to get the kill on him. Oh, just about juked it, which is good. Very clunky fight from you guys, though. Very, very clunky. Yeah, you want to get out of there. Mistake from you. You're actually going to just about survive. Nice. Okay, cool. Risky business. So brave. 100 HP. Less than 100. Nice. Diablo. He's so merciful. Lets you live. Nice. Okay. So, like, right there, it was pretty clunky, you know, like, Arthas was doing, like, you put yourselves in a really bad position just in general, because instead of using level 16 to secure a safe turn-in, you're basically, like, giving up complete control of the points. Arthas was taking a Merc camp, and it's like, enemy team, feel free to take Web Weavers yourselves, and then get talent parity, and then we don't have any advantage anymore, which is really not what you want to do. And then you got stuck in a wonky fight, Arthas wasn't there, you didn't have your cooldowns up. It was pretty bad. I mean, you would have been so much better off. Like, all of that could have been avoided if you guys just used the level 16 and the map advantage to turn in your gems and get Web Weavers. And then you're going to be okay. Like, now we've got Web Weavers, but they've got 16, and, I mean, Arthas is still dead. So, I mean, it's put you in a rough spot. And, I mean, it's not all you, but it's a little bit. Okay, Diablo goes down. This is good. But ultimately awkward. Yeah, Sonya's going to kill people. I mean, Arthas isn't here, so, I mean, I'm not sure what you really expect out of pushing all this way in. Stitches, not exactly what one would call the best peeling hero in the game. This would be a good time for Dragon Blade as well. Would have been good for Dragon Blade just to secure those kills and make sure that Uther doesn't die. Uther's too young to die. Like, that was definitely good good Dragon Blade opportunity there, right? It's pretty lucky that Uther survived with, what was it, 100 HP again? 22 HP he had? Damn. Yeah. Uther's so lucky. He was lucky, and then he was also unlucky that you didn't pop Dragon Blade and help him. That's the thing as well, you know? Oh, this is fantastic. He's feeding. Thank you. Okay, I mean, you guys have 2 keeps down, which is really nice. We're checking the boss. That's the win condition. It's up in 20 seconds. Figured it probably would be. Sonya feed. Fantastic. Thanks, Sonya. Okay, you missed that E. But still. I mean, you could go core at this point. The easiest thing would be to just take boss. Oh, okay. Never mind. You could just kill Rhaegar. Alright, nice. Okay, I mean, at this point, you could probably just go core. Yeah. Taking boss would be a nice, safe way to finish it, too. Seeing as you guys are relatively low on HP. Where are you off to? Huh? Dibble's dead again. This has turned into one heck of a stomp. The enemy team is very unorganized. Ooh. Alright, there we go. And this is gonna be... it's the game over. I mean, yeah, I thought it was a really good Genji game. I mean, you guys were kind of stomping them for the whole time, and they were feeding and very unorganized. And you got to play really good Genji over that. I think that the main thing that I kind of noticed in that game was like the camera movement was quite weak. Particularly during Dragon Blade and team fights, you were like, there are times you jumped out of your screen and you're like, oh shit, where am I, kind of thing. So that's something that you want to definitely work on. You know, you want to be moving the camera confidently and have the whole team fight, the whole picture, like within the camera as much as possible, if you can. Like, that's a huge deal. Like trying to keep the camera centered so that you know where the enemy team are, and you can set up. You can be like in your head calculating. Okay, well I can E through here, then Q back, then E this way, and I know where all the heroes are, and then I can get away with this. That would bring it to the next level. That's sorry the big thing in from that game that would have brought your gameplay to the next level. It was pretty good. Apart from that, to be honest, like it was nice. But yeah, the camera was the thing that stood out. I say, you know, getting used to moving it around and having it in the right place. But Dragon Blade, you know, it moves around pretty quick, so it's definitely a challenge. But it's good to master that. Okay, we got one from Unique here. What time is it? Okay, this will be the last one we look at today. Unique's Valla replay. Okay, and... alright, cool. Select the Rick, that's why I like my arrow keys.
New follower detected.
I mean, you can do it just with the mouse. I think it should be fine. I mean, it certainly takes getting used to. And it's a very common thing. It's like the camera control is something that obviously takes quite a lot of practice to learn, and it's a skill that steadily increases the more you play. You know. But yeah, like I see a lot of people use camera lock, or they use spacebar all the time, that sort of stuff. And it's okay, but it does hold you back from reaching that max potential. And I think that's very evident with Genji, because with Genji you're moving so far, so quickly and so frequently that you need to have like confident, quick camera movement to capture as much of the team fight as possible, so that you can make those moves with confidence. Whereas if you're like, worst case scenario with Genji be like camera locked on your character, because, well, I mean, you could dash over this way, but you got no idea what's over here. You could dash this way, but you got no idea what's over here. You kind of only know what's right beside you. That would be really bad, right? Which would hold you back quite a lot, you know? So, yeah. You feel like you played this game wrong, so point it out, please? Okay, cool. Alright, so you guys got like Varian, Uther, Sonya, Zertul, Valla. Seems pretty decent. They've got Malthael. They've got a decent comp. Both teams have got pretty decent compositions here. I mean, you definitely want to watch out as Valla not to feed Zarya energy as much as possible. Ruin your game, report me at the end, but now chill, let me do my game. Okay, wonder what that's all about. Cubo Valla is just fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hunt well, heroes.
Alright. Let's see what's gonna go down here. Sorry, my PC is bad. Feel free to donate many dollars to Patreon and buy me a new PC. Okay. Interesting that Malthael's down here. That actually means that Sonya, instead of having probably a relatively tough lane... Actually, never mind. She should not die to Arthas, so that sucks. Your Sonya's a noob. That's unfortunate for you. Nothing that you can do about that, though. Nothing you can do. The chirping. Yeah, there's this fucking bird, man. There's this fucking bird. And he chirps all day long. And he's super loud. Yeah, Malthael is really OP. Yeah. Yeah, Sonya is kind of a counterpick to Arthas. Yeah. There's no way she should lose that lane. You are super deep. Whoa, sorry, I wasn't even looking. Nice sidestep. That was good. But, like, why are you over there? What are you doing? You're dead now. I don't know what you were doing flanking there. You don't want to do that, whatever it was. Whoops. I was looking at the frickin' bird and I didn't see. I looked away for like a second and suddenly you were like, I don't know, it was like your Zeratul. You just blinked behind the enemy team. It was crazy. Anyway, I mean, like, realistically, unfortunately, the Zeratul, not that great, but you guys would want to be playing relatively safe and just clearing the waves with Valla, then letting the Zeratul roam and gank and maybe kill the Arthas. Unfortunately, you guys are fighting a losing 4v4 and Sonya's fighting a losing 1v1 and it's kind of clunky. Yeah, you don't really want to flank as Valla. You're just going to die horribly and be very sad. You want to also be able to sidestep the stuns without using faults. That went surprisingly well. That went surprisingly well in the race. That's pretty good. And that's a good sign for you guys. Okay, coming up here. Okay, that was nice. Now, I mean, you're standing way too far forward to the bottom, but what was nice was that you stopped shooting the Zarya shield. That was good to see. Now, unfortunately, you were so focused on controlling your basic attacks right there and making sure not to feed her energy that you lost sight of the fact that you're standing right beside the bush and the enemy team is coming from you and we're going to kill you. Li Meng has never been so frustrated in her life. Okay, she hit some skill shots. She was like, this goddamn Valla, I can't hit my W's. Yeah, you can see here, like, camera lock. Like, so right here, for example. Like, this is just, again, I illustrate this every single time I do replays. Just look at the screen right now, okay? The top... What's that? Like the top 25% of the screen? Maybe more? Top 30% of the screen is useless. Whoops. All this, again, this is about a third of the screen is useless. Right? This is doing nothing. Whereas a better camera position would be like this. This would be much better. This would be kind of where you want it. I'd say I'd be fighting, I have it right here. So I can see my teammates, I can see when they start retreating. I can see the enemy team. I can see when they start retreating. I can see the Immortal. I don't need to know what's up top. I don't need to know what's way over here, what's over here. Like right and centered where I can see everything that's happening. Way better. Camera, come back. Maybe it was there. Did I break it? You're not using camera lock. Oh, sorry. The replay thing bugged out. Because I noticed that. You actually... It was funny because when I brought the camera back, it was actually in the right place. Interesting, it bugged out. Cool. In that case, I still explained why camera lock would be bad in that situation, and good thing you were actually using it right. So whoops. It can be annoying some ways. The replay does that, but yeah, you can see. Yeah, so this camera positioning is actually very nice. Okay, good. I like it. Thumbs up then. Has it been like camera locked for the whole thing? By accident? I didn't notice. It's one of the things, like, it's so easy, like, if to switch out and then it breaks the camera, which is super annoying. So that's why I do resets and stuff every now and then. Okay, I mean, you're a bit early on the bruiser camp. You generally, like, after the mortal phase, you want to try get a siege camp first, then get the bruiser camp. You want the bruiser camp split pushing during the immortal phase, because it absorbs so much damage and time. Ooh. Show APM. APM is that. It's pretty decent. But like, I'd say like the APM in the team fights is pretty good. Like it's not too bad. Like you are stutter stepping, which is decent. Like you're dodging quite a lot of skill shots, so it's pretty fine, you know. Stutter stepping to chase as well is good. Good effort. You want to use your Q to kill this thing, you know? Okay, there we go. Nice. Good. Alright, I'm happy with that. That's nice. Sonya's always have high APM, apparently. Okay, yeah, the Tom build is great. That's a great kill for you guys. This is good. This is good. Okay, you're gonna burn this down. I think that's okay. I mean, your teammates should probably have the Arthur skill. Oh, you want to switch over to this fight now. Ooh. Risky business. Risky business, that was. That was like, that was a thin... Ooh. She will kill you. Yeah. It will be a thin... Yeah, thank you for the host. Excellent days. That was like a narrow path to tread there of, you know, focusing the Immortal as opposed to focusing on the kills. I think you were doing okay at the start to focus the Immortal. Then it kind of... It reached a point where it was like, oh, actually, you know, they're actually having trouble securing this Arthas kill and the enemy team will be arriving again. We actually want to switch back now and actually secure the kills, then go back to the Immortal. So, kind of difficult to tread that line, honestly. But yeah, you're a little bit too much in the Immortal, but that's a very small mistake, you know, and that could easily go either way. So yeah. Alright. I don't even know if I call that a mistake, you know. Okay, I mean, this is okay, but you don't actually want to be here, you know. This is not a fight that you guys want to take particularly, and you can see why. Like, people are dying. I mean, Zeratil's not there. Yeah, you don't really want to do that. Uther is calling GG already. TY Zera, never fucking learn. I don't know what exactly is going on. Your draft. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with the Zeratul pick here. It's fine, man. Zeratul pick is fine. It's okay. It's not a problem. Zeratul and gold? Yeah, maybe. I think it's okay. I don't know, like maybe he's not playing it well, but I don't see the pick being all that bad. I mean, you guys are far behind. I mean, losing though your keep on the second Immortal without ultimates is fairly reasonable, unfortunately. That's kind of what happens. I like the Reign of Vengeance, definitely. Again, the Bruiser camp is taken a bit early, but it's not the worst this time because, I mean, you're kind of far behind, so it's okay. People get pissed at Illidan, Sarah, and any macro hero in gold. Okay. Never played there. How did you lose the Immortal? It's because you guys, their respawn timers were still very short. And it took you guys very long because you were chasing the Arthas kill and didn't get the kill. That was the problem, right? So there's the Immortal over here. You guys like moved in. And then because you kind of split focus and you didn't get the kill, then they respawned, they came in and they were able to kill you with Immortal Defense. And then they snowballed it off from that. So that's why it went so bad. Okay. I mean, you should really be shooting the Arthas here. Oi, that's not good. Wrecked. Super wrecked. Super wrecked. I mean, like, right there, you did not want to be shooting the minions. You want to be shooting the Arthas. Yeah, I do replays every Thursday, yeah. Does Twin Blades ever make sense? Yeah, sometimes. Not against an Arthas, though. Not against an Arthas, though. And that makes your comp very dysfunctional, unfortunately. That's bad. That's much, much worse than the Zeratul pick, the Twin Blades pick. Yeah, you can see he's not very mechanically good either, unfortunately. I mean, you could probably have killed her with the stun, you know? Stun her. Stun her. You could have gone more aggressive there with Twin Blades Varian. I mean, you've got a stun available with Reign of Vengeance. You could lock her down and kill her. Yeah, I mean, you got her in the end. Could have done that much sooner, though. And even when Karazim came in, you probably could have turned it on him. You could also fight that fight down there as well with your team. You don't need to back up. And that could have made a difference. Yeah, I think it's extremely unusual for Twin Blades to ever be good, but it can be. But it just almost never will Twin Blades be the correct choice. They actually have a pretty good combo with the Graviton Surge into their Tormented Souls with Malthael. It's not too bad, you know? It's a pity you haven't got like a good VP that actually separates their team and then you kill them. It's been kind of clunky. So yeah, this is probably the game over, right? It's full shield Immortal. You got nothing. You got nothing. What's this? Oh! Oh! Gleaming Orbs. Does the red team have too much physical damage? No. Our comp is fine. It would have been so much better with the Taunt Variant. I mean, like, Sonya, Zeratul, and Valla are all, like, they do a lot of ability damage as well. You know, they're not all physical damage by any means. Yeah, they've got too much speed for you to catch him there. Unfortunately, I think that was not a good idea to chase. You should have just killed the Arthas and then kill the Immortal. So it will cost you your keep. I mean, you're almost definitely going to lose this game anyway, right? I guess you're kind of lucky that you didn't lose it there. But yeah. Twin Blades versus Lily. No, that's pretty bad. Like, the blinds, it doesn't seem that good. Forgot abilities do ability damage. Yeah, they do. They do. I mean, there's very few heroes that do, like, pure physical damage. That's part of why Nubarak is so OP. Because spell armor is insanely strong. And, like, heroes with high physical damage, like Butcher and Zul'jin and stuff, are all countered by Cocoon. So it's like, it's kind of awkward, you know? And Nubarak is, like, kind of OP. Just in terms, his kit is so inherently good. Like, it needs to be toned. That's why, like, he's fairly reasonably balanced, but he's got an OP kit, which is why he's OP. If they nerf down his kit, he'll be balanced then. Okay. I mean, again, your team is super duper split up. You're also down a talent tier, so. Yeah, Greymane and Illidan aren't even pure physical damage. They do a lot though. Like, Greymane's pretty good against Nubarak. And Illidan's not bad either, you know. Make Cocoon a skill shot? Maybe. I think they just need to, like, increase the cooldown, maybe lower the duration, and it'll be okay. I don't, like... The Zeratil's not all that problematic, in my opinion. It's okay, right? I mean... like... He did a lot more than Varian, but no one's flaming Varian for going Twin Blades. When Varian did, you know, died twice as much and did not do all that much useful. So, I don't know. You can see the Zarya did, like, stupid amounts of healing. So her shield's got insane value in this game. In terms of you on the Valla, I mean... There wasn't a ton you could have done different. I felt like your Valla gameplay was pretty decent. I felt like it was pretty decent. I don't know. I'm kind of tired, I guess. I did not have, like, all that much to say, honestly, about the Valla. Like, it seemed pretty strong. It seemed pretty good. Like, there was no major things standing out to me as things that were bad. It seemed pretty good. Like, it was more so your team were tilted and making bad talent choices and making bad mistakes, and that kind of brought you down an awful lot. I'd say the one thing, actually, I'd say one thing was some of the positioning was a bit out there. You know, you're kind of way off. You're way off somewhere, like diving their backline, like in behind their backline with the team, and that was probably the main bad thing. Like, you want to keep your positioning safe. I suppose that would be it. But apart from that, I mean, it was pretty solid Valla gameplay for the game that it was. And it was just like these guys played a lot worse, unfortunately. But yeah, you were... I would say you were too deep with the positioning quite often and going in for flanks. And, like, Valla is not going to be a good flanking hero because she's so insanely squishy, you just get killed, you know? So that's something to watch out for. She's very much dependent on moving in with the team with support and protection. The heroic usage, I didn't super notice. Like, maybe there's a few times you were a bit, like, slow to use the heroic, or, like, force kills and stuff, but it wasn't a massive issue, to be honest. Honestly, in this game, that game was like your team sucked. It was the main thing. Your team was played terribly, and they were tilted, and it came through very much in their gameplay. Yeah. Depressing situation. Oh yeah, and like shoot Arthas when he's not in the VP, right? Focus the heroes that aren't in the VP. Don't kill minions, usually. Alright guys, well thanks for joining in and tuning into the stream today. I hope you enjoyed and had some fun. Do this every Thursday and it's good fun. I'll be back. I'm gonna be back. I'm trying to think. I might, like, I don't know. I guess just follow me on Twitter or something and I'll tweet when I'm going to go live. I'm thinking I might do some more Darkest Dungeon today on my own personal channel. You can find a link below. I'm thinking I'll do some Darkest Dungeon. I'm kind of in that mood, but I might have like a bit of a break first and come back. So I don't know. I'll catch you then, whenever it is. So yeah. Also, you can have characters named after you in Darkest Dungeon if you want. I will name the heroes after you, which will be kind of fun. You never saw Nupgex again. So yeah, I will see you guys soon for Darkest Dungeon. Be more active on Instagram. Yeah, I should do that. I should. Thinking. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching anyway. I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye. When is the stream? Follow me on Twitter or follow Discord and people will tell you there. I'm not sure what time it will be yet. I'm going to chill out for a bit first and then come back.